So guys, we're live, guys, we're live. But before we go, let's properly introduce ourselves to this show, like we usually do every day when we come into the live. So yeah,
Live, we're
we
live, guys.
go.
Live, we're live.
So welcome, guys. Welcome. It's a brand new day full of football, full of so many goals. A weekend brand of football, so many goals from the EPL to the La Liga to the Serie A to the French league. So many football being played. So we're gonna talk most about the weekend matches, and we look forward to tomorrow's matches, blockbuster matches between Manchester United versus Liverpool. We're also going to look at Inter Milan versus Juventus, Napoli versus AS Roma tomorrow. And people call it a classical. I don't call it a classical. I call it a tantico. That's what we call it because no more Messi, no more Cristiano Ronaldo. So
Dead.
no more Messi, no more Ronaldo. So I don't think it's called a classical anymore. It's called a tantico. It's the battle of the young prodigy, Vinicius Junior and Ansu Fati. So I don't think it's gonna be much more entertaining, but I'll keep my eye on it. But the most entertaining one is gonna be the Serie A because the way the Serie A has been playing this year, there have been so many interesting matches that have been played. So I have to keep my eye on the matches that have been played. Inter, Juventus, Napoli, Roma. So many of them has been played. So I'll keep my eye on it. And also the French league too. The rivalry in the French league. Olympique Marseille versus Paris Saint-Germain. That's gonna be a big match tomorrow too. It's gonna pop up tomorrow. So I have 2 eyes. I can't watch 7 matches all together, but I will try my best and do an update and check the score and everything. I cannot watch all matches tomorrow.
Get a multi-screen.
How do you ever want me to watch 5 or 6 matches? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I have TV, I have my laptop, I have my phone. What else do I want to do again?
Yeah, just put a game on every one of them.
I don't know what's going on with the UEFA, but it's been a brand new day for the weekend matches, and I believe everybody is doing fine. So let's dive into it. Firstly, the first match of the day was Chelsea versus Norwich, in which Chelsea levitates Norwich City, like dismantle them into pieces. Not even they didn't even pity them. Like Norwich is like relegation battle. Like, my brother, don't worry, we're gonna score like 2 goals and that's it. It's a total dismantle. So for me, because a lot of people have been saying the team needs to be fluid, blah 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 stuff, blah 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 blah, and I was like, okay, I get that. You may not get Romelu Lukaku, but we know his job very well. When you give him the chances, Lukaku will put into the net. So I understand people's perspective in terms of Lukaku not playing much, he's not getting the playing time he deserves and everything. But you can't have a prolific number 9 in the team and you expect him not to score goals. When you don't create more chances for him to score, he won't. So Havertz, Odoi, and Mason. These are the 3 players that we played today, and kind of both of them showed up. Was it basically because of Norwich was poor, or was it just basically Chelsea were just on their hate games? Tom, give me your take on the matches, because the Chelsea fans has been complaining. We play more fluid football because of no Romelu Lukaku, no Timo Werner. But my issue with that is, yes, I get that, but you cannot negate what Lukaku brings to the team.
Come on, it's Norwich. Come on. Don't buy this hype after that, man. It's Norwich. They were there to. It was like watching cricket, not football. Let's be real. Come on. Everybody would have expected, Chelsea to turn them over easily.
Mm-hmm.
So 6-7-0 easy.
Mm-hmm.
With the players that you have, the system that you have, and the coach,
Mm-hmm.
you dismantle Norwich in a couple of minutes, which obviously happened over the full 90 minutes.
But Chelsea attend, and the team that are being relegation team, Chelsea attend to to lose, get to fuck up sometimes. It happens sometimes. Chelsea instead of winning, battling teams, it's Chelsea struggling. I'm like, what the heck is going on? That Chelsea are struggling this way.
Well, I don't really think about this struggling or anything. Every team's going to have an off game. Let's be honest.
Yep,
Yeah, SSB's right. Norwich are the worst team in the Premier League. He's there.
that's all was, man.
The thing with Norwich, though, and I will just touch on them just ever so slightly, they're too good for the Championship, but they're not good enough for the Premier League. That's
Is it
the problem
the
with them.
manager or is the way they play?
No, it's not the manager. They can sack Daniel Farker and they'll still go down. Appoint Chris Wilder, Sam Allardyce, whoever you want. Put Tuchel there. They still go. They still go down. Abdullahi, they still go down. Not good enough. Not got a philosophy or out like that. Don't have the players. Don't fit the league or anything. Just not good enough. Some of the players are good enough, but the whole squad overall is not good enough to compete in the Premier League and stay in the league at all. And it's games like such as with Chelsea today. Nobody expects Norwich to win. The best thing Norwich could have probably hoped for today was probably a draw. If we're being honest, a draw and possibly not get blown out of the water in terms of the goal difference. But neither of the two happened. But like you just said with Lukaku and Werner being out, people will say it's a godsend or anything. I don't necessarily think so. Lukaku plays today. Mm-hmm. Some of the chances that you created, probably gets a hat trick easily. Bullies some of the defenders far easily than you did in some instances in the game. But no, it was true system, true football, and at the end of the day, Abdullahi, the best thing you can say, you got the job done. And you get the 3 points and you move on, and that's the end of it. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot to touch on it because like I say, it was just one-way traffic. Really, there was no fight from Norwich or they got a goal and the game intensified or anything. It was always going one way, and that was Chelsea.
Josh, give me your take on the matches, the way we play, because there's been so many arguments online. No Romelu Lukaku, no blah 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 blah. The team look more fluid without Romelu Lukaku. I kind of understand that, but if you can't just beat everything on just because there's no Romelu Lukaku, we don't want to play football anymore. Football's not being played like that. You don't play football like that. You don't do that. You play more as a team and you win as a team. Sometimes individuals help, but it doesn't help all the time. It takes some effect. Look at PSG. They are struggling. Why? Because they have so many individuals, but no team play, no chemistry, no cohesiveness in that team. So they will struggle.
And Poch doesn't fit those players.
So I don't think Mauricio Pochettino is the right man for that job for me. That's what
too big for him. Too big for him.
That's the reason I'm saying sometimes superstars sometimes doesn't win your matches. Individuals sometimes doesn't win your matches. It depends on, for me, the way you play as a team and also your cohesiveness together. That wins you matches because now it makes you more a better player or a better team going forward overall. So, Josh, give me your take. Are we saying this because of this notion of Romelu Lukaku not playing now? So just to look more better team, or the players just have to understand the way Lukaku's play. Then I think the team will be more fluid in terms of the way we play football.
That's remember it's only one game, so I think people saying that it's pretty stupid. One game is not. It's common. You can't make that judgment from there. But me personally, I didn't even want pure number 9. I knew our system is similar to City's, and if we're playing possession-based system, we need players that know how to play with the ball, on the ball.
That can move, yeah.
That can move as well, and that can move left or right, and can also occupy the middle as well, and can also come into the midfield and play around. Lukaku's not that.
I think Lukaku can do that. I've seen him do that in Inter Milan Belgium national team.
He can't, but he can't do that in tight spaces. He can't do it.
Yeah, the league's a lot slower and a lot more. It's not as compact.
It's not as compact as it is. Like the midfields in the Premier
Can
League
we
is a lot more.
guys, wait? Can we base that on the opposition of player we have in our team? Because what you are saying now, I've seen him doing that for Inter Milan countless times, a lot under Antonio Conte, a lot. And I've seen doing the Belgian national team when they're going to come into the midfield. I will see Carrasco going down striker, Hazard playing more as a striker, Lukaku is going to play more as a midfielder, creating for this player. I've seen him do it in Belgium. In Chelsea, I've not seen it, maybe one or two matches he's been doing it. Maybe the player we have around him are not kind of experienced enough or smart or let me call it intelligent enough to understand him.
I don't know, because when Havertz plays there, he comes into the midfield, no issues, and plays with the midfield, and he plays with the fullbacks as well, and he goes to the wings. But I just don't see that from Lukaku. I've not seen that from Lukaku at Chelsea, so I can't really say he can do that at us. But remember, every team and every manager has their own way of playing, and that's their way. They don't care what he does elsewhere, like in nationals or what he did before. So the manager's going to choose how to use a player for his team.
Yeah, it's like, Tuchel's not going to listen to what Conte's got to say or anything. If he gave him any advice on how you coach Lukaku or anything, or you use him in a system, he's not going to listen to him because he's got his own ideas for his own player.
Yeah.
Antonio Conte play more with the number 9. Tuchel play more as a winger and play more with a winger. So I think
false 9, I would say, though, if you want to use it like that.
False 9.
Well, look at the success he had with playing Havertz there in the false 9.
Yeah, I think he plays.
Havertz is different. Havertz is different. There's a different breed of player there.
Yeah, it's a different breed of player. But let me put it like this: you put Lukaku and Firmino next to each other. There's not a comparison at all. One's a goal scorer and one's a creative player who's going to drop. Who's going to? Even at PSG, they don't play the false 9 or anything.
He can play as ST. He played with more time with a false 9, with Neymar either going down the middle, Mbappe Di Maria on the wings. That's how he played with things. So
that's Poch though.
Pep loves the false 9, and not too sure he learns from Pep. So I think, personally, I do think Tuchel wanted a false 9 type of finisher.
Yes.
And player.
Like who?
Benzema for me. A bit like what Benzema did a couple of years back when they used to play 4-3-3, but they used to play with false 9. Well, they had Ronaldo on the left and they had Bale on the right, and then they had Benzema through the middle. When they won the Champions League with Zidane in that final season, for example, where they had the 3-year dominance.
I think because Lukaku is 28. I think in that adaptation can be worked on with the manager 1v1. I don't think it's an issue for a player not to adapt to what the manager wants.
No, it's not an issue. So long as he scores you the goals, he's doing what he's asked of him, and that was to score the goals. That's what you bought him for, was the goals.
Yeah.
You didn't buy him for the bulk or the brand, the muscle. No,
I didn't
you bought him for the goals.
I'm not buying Lukaku for it, but I just bought him to score goals. That's what I bought him for. To score goals.
No, the thing is to score goals at what cost? Is it at the cost of the team?
No,
I think to score goals.
I mean to score goals and to make us more stronger, better than last season for me. Because yes, we can complain as much as possible that we don't have a goal scorer, but now we have a proper number 9, Romelu Lukaku, who has proven not just a medical player, but he's proven over the world that when you give him those chances, he will put the ball into the back of the net. So bringing him in is to elevate this team together, this young call of player together, make them better in terms of going forward and make us more competitive as a team. Not just because of individuals, play more as a team, support each other. So play more. Sometimes you can be pragmatic in the way you play.
That's what I want. Yeah. I want a team. I love to make a team play. That's why I love City, because City play as a team. They don't rely.
You can't compare Man City to Chelsea because Man City have so many technical players: Bernardo Silva, KDB, Mahrez, Foden. So many.
Just don't rely.
The only comparison is the play style. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's the play style.
Both looking just to keep the ball and frustrate the opposition.
Yeah.
And then when the opposition will make a mistake or they leave space in behind, have that one player who's going to play the killer ball and then bang. Like for the Champions League final, for example, you had the ball for that. I think you had the ball for like 2 minutes up to that goal.
Yeah.
Manchester City were pushing and pressing as much as they could. The space opened up where they didn't have the CDM in there. They didn't have the Rodri or the Fernandinho in there. The pass was there to be played through. You played the ball through. Mount played the ball through. Havertz is clean through. Bang, 1-0. And that was it. And that's what won the Champions League ultimately. It was that one moment of brilliance, so to speak, or that one brilliant pass.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I don't know. Lukaku wasn't that profile player to come do that. He's not. He's not a position type of player.
To Shalaban.
I think he's a. I don't know how you guys view Lukaku as a player, but I think he's that kind of player that can do whatever everybody wants him to do. You can do it, but this is my issue with that is the player playing beside him, those creative players beside him, has to understand. They have to have this brain and intelligence of like, okay, our striker's moving.
Yeah, you've got to be on the same wavelength.
Exactly. God bless you, on the same wavelength. When they move with him. When they stop with him. It's not about manager. It's all about playing together as a team, understanding each other.
Do you know the player who I think does a perfect job like that when he plays in the Belgium national team? Jeremy Doku, for example. Yeah. I think he does that. I think he does that in terms of where he's got that connection, he's got that partnership. Everybody raves and talks about Hazard.
And Hazard too does get that partnership with Lukaku too. When they get those balls, you just know where to find Lukaku, knows where to pass to him. He knows where to pass the ball to him.
I'm not saying going by Jeremy Doku, but I'm saying he's got that partnership in terms of with him. I don't see that player at Chelsea who's got that with him. I don't see.
We're having this argument. We're having this argument backstage before we come in. I said, you may not read Bruno Fernandes as a player because he's not more of a creative player, but you have a player like him in your team. I can guarantee you, 10 out of 100%, Bruno will create 70 or 80% chance for you.
Yes.
He will create out of 100. I can put my money on that. I can.
Yeah, and I'd go as far as to say probably another 20% would be from Pogba.
Exactly.
In Manchester, and then the final 10% can come from a long ball from Lindelof, or I don't know, Shaw puts some crosses in the box.
Exactly. So imagine you have Lukaku and you have Bruno on your team. Do you know how many chances Bruno will create for you? Do you know how many chances he will create? Do you know? So
he has to get the ball first.
He's got to get the ball though. I think Lukaku would want it more to feet than have something to run onto.
I think Lukaku playing with not even ball to feet, playing with the space. Lukaku will thrive a lot with that because when you play ball in the space for him, 1v1 with a defender, I think Lukaku have the ability and intelligence to score.
Yeah, you can say about
put him in the Bundesliga. Wow.
Lord in heaven.
That's the thing you can say about most.
He will score 50 goals or 100 goals.
High lines.
High lines.
Leeds. Watch that game. Watch Leeds if he plays.
We haven't played Leeds yet.
This is what I mean. Watch that Leeds game if Lukaku plays.
If Lukaku play against Leeds, I see
minimum 2 goals. Minimum.
No, 2 goals is too small.
Minimum 2 goals.
4 goals. Yeah, because Leeds will play high lines. They don't know how to defend.
Yeah, but Bielsa's crazy, but he's not that crazy. Let's be honest. If Lukaku scores 1 goal and it's that easy to get him behind, I think he's going to change something.
So, Josh, kind of pissed off about the team.
Yeah, so with the team, it was good performance, 1 game. I mean, I don't easily get carried away at all.
Get hyped up. You won 7-0.
Nah.
Get against Norwich City, bottom of the league. Not won a game.
I'm still hurt from the 1-0 Juventus game. I'm still hurt from that game. I'm not recovered yet. We move next. It's not.
I've recovered not long ago because I can see the loss coming. I can see it happening. I can see it happening. Against Juventus, I never expected that, but it's football. You lose matches, you win matches. It's understood.
It's your old pal Allegri. I remember years ago, about 2 years ago, you raved about Allegri was
Allegri.
Get Allegri at Chelsea.
Allegri.
Yeah, that's all he used to rave about before.
That's what I want because I think Roman doesn't want it because he's tired of Italian manager. We have so many Ancelotti, Conte, We have so many Italian in the team that Mauricio Sarri, that Roman is like, I'm done with Italia. I am done with Italian manager. I'm done with it. It doesn't want to have any conversation to do with them again. That's the reason. I think that's the reason. And Massimiliano agree for me.
Well, this is the reason why you're going to stick long term with Tuchel anyway.
Hopefully, yeah. Because I want a manager coach as well. I like a manager coach, like a Pep type. Like he's a coach, but also a manager as well.
Oh yeah. Josh, I've been having dreams about having that sort of person at Man United for years, and it's never happened.
It could be actually no. Even your next appointment will probably be
Zidane.
Your next appointment. I don't believe it'll be Zidane.
I think we'll go for Zidane, but I don't think we'll get him, to be honest. I think we'll end up with somebody like Conte.
Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
No. Behave. Eddie Howe, behave.
If United get I can see a riot. I can see a riot at Old Trafford immediately.
Behave, Eddie Howe.
If that happens
after the World Cup, you can get Southgate after the World Cup.
Maybe you can wait. That's to do. After the World Cup, you can wait. World Cup is next year. You can just wait and see.
Wait for.
No. I'd wait till the end of the season. I would get Ten Hag out of Ajax if I had a choice. That would be my choice.
I'll pay 100 million for Nagelsmann.
No, I'm not paying Nagelsmann. I would have took Nagelsmann when he was at Leipzig, and I would have paid money to get him out of there, like I would do with.
Bayern pay 40 million for him to get him out of the contract.
Well, I'd pay 40 million to get Ten Hag out of Ajax. I'd pay whatever it takes to get him out of there. No, seriously, he's the best. He's one of the best coaches.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's the successor to Pep at City. I actually think he's going to be at City.
But Tom, let me propose this. I don't know if you rate him highly. What if Brendan Rodgers in United?
No. I'd be taking Graham Potter before I'd take him. No. No, I would seriously. I don't. I rate Brendan Rodgers in terms of the Premier League, but European, there's nothing there. I'm sorry, there's nothing there. And I know Potter's never been in the European leagues or anything like that. I would rather trial it with somebody who.
He was there at Ostersunds.
Was he?
He managed Ostersunds. They beat Arsenal at Emirates.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He's done his thing in Europe.
Yeah, he's doing his thing in Europe, but
that's the only time. That's the only time they've actually been in the Champions League.
But this is the thing. Rodgers had the chance at Liverpool, and he messed it all up, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't win anything in the end, and he had all the money in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough. So round up before I come to EG.
Yeah. So, but who we got next? Newcastle.
The takeover boys.
Again.
I hate to play against them.
They'll have the new manager by then, I think, though.
No, it should be announced this coming week, right?
Yeah. I think it'll be announced this week. I think it'll be announced before your game.
Oh God, manager bounce. God.
It'll be Fonseca, in my opinion. That's who I think's more likely.
I'm expecting nothing less than
I'm expecting a difficult match.
It's probably going to be very difficult. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, it's going to be the exact same day to Park.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm expecting a difficult match because Newcastle with a new manager with the took over. Lord in heaven help us. Mm-hmm. Some stupid tackles, some ridiculous tackles, some the crowd, and also Lord in heaven.
Buy a ticket out of
League Cup this week.
No, I think it's, I don't know.
Oh, is it?
Ooh.
League Cup.
The League Cup. League
Cup, then Premier League.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. I wouldn't know. Man United aren't in it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, West Ham. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got... Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so, Newcastle come. Good win today. These players better not let it get to their heads. It's a win against Norwich. Let's behave.
Because the same thing you said. Tuchel said the same thing. He said it's just one match, so everybody should relax their mind.
Everyone relax. I'm seeing the players posting pictures saying all of this nonsense. Now they're talking. They weren't doing this against Brentford.
Social media's taking over.
Oh, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting.
That's why I don't want to have that conversation, because if I have that conversation, we'll fight. I've had so many conversations with some Chelsea fans that almost get me in trouble.
Like the football terrace.
I'm not. See, I can never go there. Not me. I may be watching them. I will never. Even if
did you watch the build up for the Liverpool Man United highlights?
Mm-hmm.
How deluded are some of those Liverpool fans? I'm sorry.
I watched the man. I watched what's called what he did on it. I was just laughing like, okay.
It popped up on my Twitter feed, and all you hear is one of the Liverpool fans. Oh, we're going to go there, smoke them 6-0. Like, you smoking you know, it's not cigars or anything yet, mate. Ollie always digs himself out of a hole somehow.
I will not be surprised if United beat Liverpool tomorrow.
Nah, we ain't beating them. We might get a draw, Abdullah, but we won't beat them.
Just see, either get a draw or lose, or Liverpool lose.
He can't. Ollie does not have the tactical know-how to beat Klopp. He doesn't have it in him to beat him. Somehow he has it in him to beat Pep, but that's only because he can play counter-attack. Counter-attack doesn't work against Liverpool, and that's his only, tool.
No, I think you can beat Klopp by going defensive. I think Tuchel knows how to beat him very because
this is what I mean. Go look at the Atletico game, for example, and how Simeone set up defensively minded in terms of it. If you play a similar defensive way that Atletico played against them, and then you open up like Atletico doing,
you can beat Liverpool. Yeah,
5-minute periods. Let Rashford have a run at Trent or somebody.
Oh, you know what? No, don't let him run at Trent. If Rashford run at Trent, it's going to hospital. I'm serious. He's going straight.
No.
Trent cannot defend.
He'll send Trent. He'll send Trent to the shops. He won't come back.
It's going back. Rashford and Trent. Lord, that would.
Did you not see the 17-18 game when he scored 2? When he completely landed him on his ass.
I cannot wait for tomorrow's match. I cannot.
No, I don't want it to happen. I was like, I hope it gets postponed or something. I hope there's an 8-foot snowfall comes down.
No snow.
Snow.
Let's watch some induction.
There's a protest on the field. Cancel the game, please.
No cancel. If it's gonna be cancelled now in Old Trafford, bring it to Anfield. Let's play. Bring it to Anfield.
Let EJ Harris say though. Let EJ Harris say though.
You can. They have to play tomorrow's match. Everybody's waiting to watch the match tomorrow. Everybody already know. Either they get sacrificed or levitate. One thing will happen tomorrow. Something will happen tomorrow. So EJ, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Abdullah? What's up, Tom?
What's up?
We're good. We're chilling. Give me your take on this weekend matches.
I'm not chilling. I'm sweating, Abdullah. But go on.
Yeah. Which one first? Like,
go Chelsea game, I guess.
Oh, the Chelsea game.
Do you think Lukaku not play now? Chelsea play more because Chelsea fans has been raging for the past weeks. We can play. Lukaku is out of it. He's injured now. We can play more as the first time. We look more fluid without Lukaku. And I keep telling them, you guys are pissing the hell out of me off. You complain, you don't want it. You want a striker. They brought in a Lukaku who is proving. Now you're shouting, it's an abysmal, it's an haram football. You don't want him. Like, what the heck is going on with the Chelsea fan boy? I do not understand it.
I think it's because you didn't get Haaland now.
If Haaland comes in, we will struggle because we don't have the creativity in that team. No creativity. How do you expect the striker to score without creativity? How?
Go on, EJ. Though, go on.
No, actually, like this is just funny to me. Like Abdullah is getting mad. Like I can remember him being the.
I'm getting mad with Chelsea fans.
I can remember him being the hero. You're like, oh, Benzema is running.
Jude.
Yeah, you were talking. Benzema came in and ruined France chemistry because when he wasn't scoring goals and all that.
Yeah, you know why? Because of all this stuff that is happening and this kind of score, I can say that. But right now, look at Benzema now.
Yeah,
look at Giroud. Can't get a game.
No, but like I'm just putting into context. Like you can say, oh, because you signed this new player, that's why you ain't playing well. It's just hypothetical. It's not really like the fact. It's just like you see after the Euro now they came back together. They won. The Nations League is like small, but like you have to still appreciate it because they're more compact and they're playing more as a team right now. So I think we should just give it time. Like when the chemistry goes, Right now, I still think like they're building the chemistry. They haven't know like each other where, and
Yeah.
you're forward and like in poor form right now. There's no like, oh, this is our top.
EJ, please, can you talk some sense to some Chelsea fan brain? Because I don't think they have sense. They are beginning to piss me off.
That's
Last season would have been number 9. Give us the striker. This season, Roman brought money out of his pocket and brought in Romelu Lukaku, and you still complain.
that's what I'm explaining. Like you guys don't have a front three right now. Like for a striker to be top of his game, there have to be consistency and like you have to build chemistry. Striker doesn't. You can't just say, oh, he's a striker, so like he should always score every time. You have to build chemistry, no matter like how talented your squad is. You can see an example with even Messi, how great he is. He's still struggling like in the Ligue 1.
Why won't you struggle in Legon when you have Pochettino as a manager who doesn't even know what he's doing? You have so many talented players like Idrissa Gana Gueye, Wijnaldum,
No. PSG is a manager's graveyard. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean you can say that, but I'm just putting into context. Like I think people have to give it time first to gel. And again, it's not even half of the season. If it continues to run poor form, then that's when you can say, we play better more than him. But right now, I mean, you guys play Norwich, so I think maybe because you guys play Norwich, I can't.
How I wish Lukaku play today. It will have star powered a lot. How I wish. How I wish he played today. Just imagine those chances he will be getting and scoring goals.
Yeah, yeah, but like, yeah, I think like the red card also like contributed to it by scoring that many goals.
After 5-0.
Yeah, I know. Maybe. But I think you guys need to be patient right now and stop jumping into conclusion of
I am patient.
You guys are playing better without like I think it's just hypothetical how like everyone just turn on a player. If
AJ, watch next week when we're gonna struggle and we're gonna score 1-0 and we win. Just imagine Edouard Mendy becoming the best goalkeeper by next week. We will reverse back and say, I wish Lukaku was playing against Newcastle. Those chances would have scored it. Chelsea fans, they have cycle. Chelsea fans, they have cycle. Psych is an issue.
Like, but like they need to understand, like it takes like you can not everyone is like a Cristiano Ronaldo. When it goes into a team, his score is just like a goal scorer, is a goal freak. Like you already know he's gonna be in the game somewhere. He's athletic. I can't say Lukaku is athletic. He is, but like there's certain level to his own game. And I think like one thing with Tuchel is like when he plays, he sticks to just that target man. It doesn't move around like it does with like when he plays with like a Belgium, you can see him going to the left wing, going to the right wing. I don't know if Tuchel giving that freedom to always go to the left and right wing. It just sticks in that target man role.
I think it's all about intelligence. I can understand what you think that's for Lukaku, but if Lukaku move out of that position and he move to the left or come to the midfield, I cannot put my money, even despite me working, I can't put my savings on Timo Werner 1v1 the goalkeeper. I swear I cannot do that. Because I know Timo Werner with 1v1 with the goalkeeper, either he bamboozled the ball back to Manchester or he's taking it back to Arsenal FC. That is where he's going. He's bamboozled the ball to. So you're expecting me to Lukaku to leave the spaces and Timo Werner to fill those spaces. I can't guarantee that. Goals is not going to come out from there. I'm sorry. It won't come out from there.
Yeah, and it's not like a one-on-one, like a winger that knows like the movement of strikers, you know. I mean, it's just like a decoy, but like that can't sustain you guys for a whole season if you guys want to win the Premier League, especially. Yeah. So, but I think like your fans just have to be more patient with things, and you know, maybe as the game goes, and like when you guys have a definite like front three, and like changing this formation, using the two strikers on top, sometimes using Mount and someone else, or using Average and someone else. That sometimes like creates what's it called? What's the word? Like it doesn't build chemistry, you know, like and you guys will be disjointed.
Yeah.
For example, like let me say like last season when we were having a lot of injuries, you could see that in our game. I mean, you can say maybe because of lack of injuries, but you could say that in our game, we weren't like scoring, we weren't a performing team. All we're doing was just like defense first, and like if goals come, we score goals. But like I that's what is happening just right now. Like the front three isn't working, and like Tuchel is changing a lot of things in the score. Like he plays 5-3-2 last season or 5-3. I mean 5-2. What's it called? 5-2-3 last season, but this season it goes back to a more back three. I mean 3-5-2 something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think for in order for Lukaku to perform and for the team in general, because the team is not only about Lukaku right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but for the team to perform better against like a bigger team when they face a bigger team, they would need to be consistent. Like, and teacher need to be consistent with this lineup. It should know his best 11. I know
He
it's
only
gonna
is best 11 now because Pulisic is is injured. American endorsement is injured. And Odoi needs to be more consistent enough with when they put him into the matches. Then, if those consistency can come in with the players and they build the chemistry around, I think we'll see more of a consistency in the lineup for me.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You get the point. So I think like Chelsea fans just need to calm down a lot. That's why I was comparing to like the Benzema Giroud thing, and people were saying, "Oh, when France wasn't scoring as much goal, they weren't looking more as a team." And people were like, "Oh, it was because Benzema came into the game, despite the chemistry." I mean,
Mhm.
you can argue it, but like you can see it was scoring goal, but like they were not just as same team. They were not playing as a team. They were just relying on that Benzema, Mbappe partnership to do things for them.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that, but with Lukaku is different. I just feel like they need more chemistry. You know, you playing Timo Werner this week. Next week you play Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. It's gonna ruin the chemistry. You know, is it that you choose one, build this chemistry with Timo Werner on top,
Mm-hmm.
or you should be playing the front three with Lukaku, Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz. You just have to stick with one. That's what a striker needs. They need consistency in order to score. You can't just change the shape of the formation or your play every time. It's not going to help your striker, especially like a new one. It just came back to the league also, you know. It's
Yeah.
not the same Lukaku, so I think it's just you guys just need more patience with him. And at the first game against Arsenal, I mean it's Arsenal, I know, but like he played well.
And also against Aston Villa, he scored some goals. And because why was he scored some goals? Because he was moving to position. People were kind of opening ball and giving him those chances and creating passing him the ball. So it was chances comes 2 chances and 2 goals. But recently the goals are dried and why?
Yeah,
Because
because
the people behind him are just
Mason Mount, I think Mason Mount played well today at top, in my opinion. I think everyone just pray. Even Kovac is giving assists left and right. I'm like, this guy today. So I don't know if it's because of the opposition they're playing or they just that good. But like everyone looked good today. I just think that like they just need to stick to a starting 11. Like this is my team. And stop changing it week in week out. Even in the Champions League, excuse me, it doesn't have to change it in the Champions League that much. Maybe just in the back line or maybe with your left wing back and right wing back. But like when you're trying to get your goal scorer scoring goals consistently, you have to stick to a formation to help him to get that goal. And after that, maybe then you can try to be switching it. So in case all of those players gets injured, you can say, oh, Timo Werner up top and Lukaku up top. But right now, I don't think the partnership is working out. The Timo Werner Lukaku partnership is working out. And when you notice, like after the style of play came, that's when he stopped scoring goal. When you guys were playing with with the two behind him with Mason Mount and Calvert, he scored against Arsenal and Aston Villa. He scored a goal. Maybe the formation teacher want to play isn't just fitting him at the moment, and they are in bid right now with Timo Werner. So I think it's just like more patient and when it gets going, I'm sure Lukaku wouldn't stop because we saw what he did with Lautaro Martinez.
oh Martinez, yeah.
They didn't they didn't blow like they did in the second season in Inter. Like in the second season, they were like the top duo in football. Him
No,
and
when Lukaku signed in his first season, they had this chemistry, but it wasn't that click as
yeah, exactly. You got the point. So like the second season, that's when they won the Scudetto. They were more consistent. So maybe I think even if he doesn't score, I would still expect Lukaku to score like 23 minimum. In my opinion, I think he will get the goal of 23 minimum. So, and next season, that's when like we can have a clear judge of Lukaku as it become like. Then you can say is it really the fluid of the team or not? But right now, I think like people are just overreactionary. Like, calm down. It's just still like how many games to the season? Like 8, 9, I think. So
It's 7 or 8 right now.
I'm not sure, but I know it's about that number.
I
So I
think it's 7 now.
to calm down and like when it's called, you can see he's still trying to give an assist out. So
Mhm.
even I mean even if he doesn't score, he's trying to help his teammates make everyone look better. And that
Mhm.
was need like from your players, not even just strikers. So I think people need to calm down for now and like just see what goes on. Like in the rest of the game, when it gets back from injury, fully fit, not just like when it gets back from injury, but fully fit, I think. And once Mason Mount and Carver get the form back, I know Carver today, I can say he played well. I think he's the only player that didn't play well today. Everyone else did. So I think people just need to calm down, just stop thinking that hypothetical of, oh, is really the fluid of the game. It's just one game against Norway. You guys didn't play against us.
I'm even more worried of next week than this week because next week
Against you guys aren't playing against the United today, or you guys didn't play against like even Crystal Palace. I mean, they're different sides. So, and Norwich hasn't won any game today. Liverpool, I mean, Man City also scored against them 5 goals against them. I think so. I just think like people are just like reactionary against like one match. It's just one game, So I think the situation with Lukaku with the dance
Mhm.
Tuchel and him, they need to work better. I just think like using him as the target man every time, pinning defenders. I think everyone has gotten to know that now. Like when Lukaku get the ball, he just want to pin his defender and try to turn and score goals.
So
And
do you think that is what Lukaku needs to work on as a striker?
yeah, he needs to have movement inside the box instead of just relying on that go-to move. I know every striker want to have a go-to move. Which Ronaldo would like to cut from the left wing and score,
Mhm.
Salah from the right wing and score. And sometimes when Ronaldo plays striker, headers and all of that stuff. I think that's one thing he has to work on. And with Tuchel on his side, I mean Tuchel is the elite coach.
Do
When
you
he
know
was
what? Do you know what he said after when they asked him? He said when he was in PSG, he was managing players as a minister of sport.
Yeah, it was like he cared about their family stuff too, not
Mhm.
just sports. So I think that would be the changes Lukaku and both people have to make. Just not like staying in that box every time. I know that's what the striker should be doing, but like a modern striker nowadays, they need to move away. They need to do assist. Just like Lewandowski is supposed to give assist. He doesn't stick to just like that target man role and pass the point to the box. I will score. I know sometimes the striker have to do that, but like this modern day, you have to move around, not just stick to that waiting for the ball type of
Yeah.
striker. You have to help your team. It's not with the wingers too. Also, you're trying to hold the ball down with wingers also, or like your number. Like you guys play with two teams, this is more like a winger for you guys. So I think if teacher can work with him, you guys should be good. But like people need to solve reactionary. I also saw some of the tweets on like I saw some of the tweets on Twitter and I'm like, wow, it's just like one game. People need to calm down. It's one game.
EJ, like I told you, Chelsea fans have cycle. We have cycle. Chelsea fans. You see that cycle we have? It's called syndrome of Roman Abramovich because when Roman took over, we all know Roman is sugar daddy. Not just because we competing now and winning trophies. Now Chelsea fans has become psycho and they be like, Chelsea fans will go to YouTube and tell you, buy Haaland, buy this, buy that. He will stop this. And he comes in and he trouble, they'll tell you, it's a lie. The referee is not good enough. They need to ban the referee. Are you seriously kidding me right now? Because as we're shouting,
Like,
we don't have a striker, we don't have a striker. We bought Romelu Lukaku in. That's the fact I still don't want telling you Lukaku can't touch the ball. His name is Timberland, his name is Teams. Okay, I get it. It's Timberland, it's Teams. Now
But when he scores goals, every one of them shuts up.
that's my point. That's my point. That's what the problem is. When he scores, people doesn't talk too much. Yeah, we're expecting him to score because he's a striker. So now what are you telling me now? That is not balance for me. That's not balance. It's not balance for me. For me, it doesn't make any sense because sometimes when they talk, I just look at them and laugh. When they have that kind of analogy, I just look at them and laugh because Chelsea fans they are cycles. They have psych in their head. So I'm not surprised when I see them behave that way. I'm not surprised. When they behave that way, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think they need to chill down. But like, hey, but more positive from the game though. Yes, you guys play more fluid. Like when you score that amount of goal, you can make changes. Jorginho having to rest because that guy's been playing a lot of football. So I thought that was a positive sub from Tuchel. Like you guys are already winning anyway. So you guys played good. Even Chilwell continued to score. Rich James played well today. Everyone actually played well today. So, but like Kai Havertz, I don't think he was comfortable with that number 9 role because today he was just
I
like,
think it's comfortable because it's been long since he played that position before. Lukaku has been the one occupying that position.
yeah. So he looked lost today, but
It will look lost because it's been long since he played that position. So
and you can talk about Odoi too. What a goal! I mean, the second goal, that leads to the own goal. I'm like, I didn't know it was a deflection. I thought that was just like a goal. I didn't know it was a deflection, but like you can still take positive from it. Like, yes, Odoi showed up today, got 2 goals, Kovacic. I know you guys have been critical of him, so that's why I'm not overreacting. If Kovacic can give an assist and not just
he
one
gave 2 assists today.
assist, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not just one.
And for me, it was the man of the match. It was not missing out for me.
Hey,
Yeah, it wasn't missing.
goals today.
You
So
watch football. It was not missing man that was the man of the match. It was Mateo Kovacic for me.
he got his hat trick, so I guess you can. Everyone played well today, like I said before.
Everyone played well. So that's
I
what I
I
said.
think you can't go wrong with anyone in the squad. Even Mendy when he made a save like when
Mendy wanted to keep a clean sheet. Mendy is a madman. He's a madman.
so like you can see him, he came out like he used his leg man because he couldn't use his hand because I don't think he would have caught his hand.
Mendy is a madman.
But like
He wanted to keep a clean sheet. Then it became to take everything personal. I was like, why are you taking this personal, Mendy? Why are you taking it personal?
yeah, and I'm like the defender in the goal clearance. So like I thought maybe one of the defenders would have cleared it anyway if he didn't. So I thought everyone played well except Cahaven. So and you can't blame him. That isn't his position. So I'm not gonna read too much into it. So this thing about you guys playing fluid, I just think people need to like just calm down for now. Like it's only Norwich again. They haven't won a game this season, so like calm down. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because it's just fans have cycle problem with their in them. So I'm not surprised this is happening because sometimes Chelsea fan needs to be humbled. Man City humbled up this season. We haven't learned from that yet, so we need to humble. We need to humble. So because if we don't humble ourselves, we put ourselves into some little stuff we don't need to put ourselves in. Sometimes when I look at some of the YouTube clip online, it just make me laugh. I just laugh sometimes. I check my dad. Why are these people behaving this way? Why?
Yeah, I think you can't just judge how a team will perform going on to the season just because the guy haven't scored in like some games now. I think people just need to calm down right now. Like sometimes strikers go through that phase, not scoring goals, especially in a new team. This isn't the same thing he has been like. He has played with Inter Milan for like 2 seasons. If he's a Timo Werner, yeah, then I can be judging him and be like, oh, he has been here for 2 seasons, or he has been here for 2 seasons. But it's just he just came back and he barely came back. And when you play a lot of games also, maybe it's just fatigue. I'm not saying he's tired already. So maybe just fatigue from the player also. So I just think people need to calm down and see what happens when they get back from injury. I think it's just like it's gonna miss like 2 games or so. I'm not sure. They should just calm down. I don't know what's wrong with Chelsea fans.
No, nothing is wrong with most
Yeah,
of them.
I
Not
won't,
all of
I won't read I won't read much into it because like a team you guys should be beating.
them.
Like
Man City beat
I
this
said
morning.
it in the
Man City beat them 5-0.
yeah exactly on Friday I think of the last time I came here. I'm like I expect you guys to win against Norway
Yeah.
or against Burnley.
Newcastle,
It
it
may
will
be
be difficult because
yeah,
they have
against
a new
Burnley it may
takeover.
be difficult because Burnley you know that style of play, but like
I know,
just
but
like
Newcastle will be much
they
difficult
go
because
they play.
it's been long since we win at St. James Park, and the new ownership will make it even look tough on us because now everybody, all the fans is coming back to their stadium. They're gonna be like putting pressure on Chelsea, making us make mistakes. We have to be on our game. If not, trouble looms ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I watched them today. They weren't that convincing.
And they are away. They are not playing at home. They are. I'm talking about them playing at home with their fans. The new takeovers of and everything, and the new manager bounce. I don't want to be a scapegoat for that, please. Don't put me. Don't put Chelsea Football Club in that scapegoat, please. Manager bounce and boom. No, I don't want that to happen. I'm sorry. I do not.
I mean, they played Crystal Palace today and they tied.
The tie, yeah, Crystal Palace was at home. Newcastle was away. Newcastle are home. I'm talking about their home stadium now
Oh, their home,
with the new takeover.
home stadium.
With the new manager coming in. Now they have St. James's Park, Lord in heaven. Just help with the crowd and everything. No.
Yeah, but I think I would still expect you guys to like get it done. So
Yeah, we may struggle to win, but a win is a win for me. I don't care. Now
yeah,
that is not gonna make me like Chelsea fans are saying we are playing fluid World Cup. Next week I can guarantee you one thing. Kai Havertz to be isolated or Doyle will be isolated. I can guarantee you one that. Now I want to see what the fans is gonna be talking about because Newcastle are a physical team. They'll go physical man on man with us. And they're gonna be an issue. Because if they go man on man with us,
I mean, plus you don't know who the new manager or coach, whoever's going to be for the game.
Fonseca,
Yeah, but anything can change. It might be Fonseca. It might be that Graham Jones is in charge. It might be, you know, Conte or something. You know, there might be some turnaround or something. It could be anybody. You know, we know what football's like.
That's very true.
It could be absolutely anybody, and that's the thing. You know, Tuchel can't. He's not got a proper preparation or anything for the game, really, because he doesn't know who he's going up against or what he's going up against. All he knows is he can sort of picture together what the 11 players are going to be on the field, but he hasn't got a clue how the team's going to play because it could be possession based, it could be defensive, it could be, you know, full steam will go, you know, go and attack you. You know, it's complete mystery, and he's not going to find out until the week rolls round, or if there's an announcement of who the new manager is, or whatever.
yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
We will see though. We will see what happens.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. For me, overall, it's okay. It's good. At this moment right now, we don't play well, but we win matches. For me, it's all about results. And Chelsea Football Club is known to be result oriented. The playing style will come for me. Once the chemistry is there with the players together, the playing style will come for me. It will come. But football is all about results. If you don't get the results, I'm sorry, brother. The door is always open. You're getting fired or sacked. He's
Yeah,
your top tier manager.
I would expect you guys to still get the 6 points against both Burnley and Newcastle. So
Mm-hmm. We
yeah,
could, and we would.
well,
We could get the 6 points. We could. I'm not worried about getting 6 points because if I'm worried about us getting 6 points, I'll be like, why are we playing like this? No, I don't have time for that. Why? Because I can understand the team is young. Bringing in Lukaku in is good, but Chelsea fans needs to use their brain and they shouldn't talk with their hearts, talk with their brain because if they talk with their brain, some of them are intelligent. Some of them are very intelligent in the way they speak football. When you listen to them, you just have to admire them the way they speak football. But sometimes when they speak football, sometimes you just have to ask yourself, I'm like, are you sure about what you're saying? Because Chelsea fans believe they know everything in this sport, or else they go to Google and Google everything, and they'll Google everything. They'll check stats, they'll check dribbling, they'll check so many stuff, and they'll tell you, don't worry, this person is better than this person. Like, are you sure this person is better than this person? Or it's just not about Google. Are you sure it's not about Googling? So I can understand why it's happening, those stuff, but am I angry about it? No, because I can understand why it's going on. I can't because another fans may go on this. We don't want to lay or lay trash. I get that, but the mentality of the player it says a lot because yes, because you cannot tell me you listen to a team 2-0 and you came back from second half to win 3-2. What does this mentality tell me? It's not about you playing for the money. It's all about
moments.
do we want this team more? Do we want this result more or not? Or are we playing for the fans or for ourselves? Or we just being in the
Well, this is the thing, Abdullah. This is one of the reasons why Ronaldo came, because in many people's Man United, in many fans' eyes at Man United, it was we need that hero, we need that match winner, we need the person who's going to bail us out, so to speak. And he's got the person now in Ronaldo who can do that, where all he needs is that one chance and he'll bail you out of a game. And he didn't have that last year. Where I can tell you now for a fact, Abdullahi, if that was the game for last year, Atalanta in the Champions League, Man United would not have won that game 3-2. There would have been no comeback or anything like that. We would not have won that game.
I mean, you can argue though, because like last year even without Lukaku, I said Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo, they still made some few comebacks. So
yeah, we did some good comebacks, but put it in that sort of situation where you don't have that anyway that target man. Because when we played such as PSG the first time around, where we went back to Paris and we beat them again 2-1, we didn't have Cavani then. We didn't, we played Martial down the middle again. And anybody with a footballing brain knows Martial's not a striker.
yeah,
you have to wait and see about that.
but like the big game tomorrow,
No, don't start, EJ.
Because EJ, see tomorrow is like I tell you in advance. I'll just sit
Do
down.
you know what I'm doing tonight, Abdullah? Right, I'm just.
like,
Tom, if I'm you, I won't even go into Twitter. I will just sit down and watch the matches.
Oh, Abdullah, I'm turning my phone off. I'm turning my phone off. Trust me.
Because I remember very well under Lampard era, Chelsea fans almost cut off my head just because I don't believe Lampard is the right manager going forward. I almost get cut off on. I was like, I'm not lying to you guys. I'm being sincere because that is what I see and that is what I can view. You guys may build different entirely. I completely understand. But what I'm seeing and viewing, I don't think going forward, Lampard is the man to take off. I don't think so. And thank to him, he built this player like Mason, Tammy, Reese, and I can understand that. I have to give him credit for that. But we all know Chelsea Football Club is all about winning. And football is all about winning also too. It's all about winning too. If you don't win, you get voted out of the team entirely. So if you don't win, so we all know football is all about winning. I can understand that. I understand that. It's all about. It depends on the mentality of the player and some of the mentality of the board too. If the board are in line with the manager, then I think a title is coming into the spin. But if the manager and the coach are not officially like, the board and the manager are not correlated together in terms of having the same chemistry, there'll be an issue because there's some certain players the coach wants to buy, you won't be able to get it from him. Why? Just because what you don't have the same poacher in your team that can win your matches.
Yeah. Well,
it's a lot of big games tomorrow. Even El Clasico, I know it's bad side, but you never know. It's like it's tough to call for me, and I believe we should win, but like I'm not sure.
Wait, EJ, who do you support again? Is it Barca?
No,
it's Madrid.
I will never support a major club. Yeah, but like tomorrow is a good game, and I think even in Serie A, I think Inter Milan versus Napoli, if I'm not wrong.
I think that'll be a good game. To be fair.
even PSG might say, I know, like, yeah, PSG should win.
I've got a bet on with Marseille winning that game.
Yeah,
So
so
that's why I need them to win. I've got £100 riding on that.
you better bet on PSG. I mean,
I'm not betting on PSG. Not with Pochettino at the helm.
they are brilliant. See what they did against RB Leipzig. Like that was
Come on, Messi bailed them out. Come on.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, you can't count them out because they're not playing as a team right now. Like I wouldn't say like you could bet against them, but hey, you never know. It's a big risk to taking. Hey, Rennes beat them, so like who can beat them? So, and Club Brugge was so close to beating them too, but
Club Brugge should have beaten them. Really, I thought
yeah. But
they
see,
did. They did enough. They did enough to have won that game.
yeah, but seeing how Man City dominated Club Brugge, I'm like, oh. There's level to coaching, you know. Which coach? I don't know what's going on.
Too big for him. That's what I think.
Yeah, and with the Caddy situation right now,
He can't control all these egos and social media stars. Can't do it.
yeah.
Now that's why I will always renown PSG. Whoever's the manager there, it's a manager's death ground. Because as soon as they go there, they'll have a little bit of success with some results and everything. The PSG fans get really hyped up and everything, and then suddenly it all goes bust. And then, right, who do we blame? Right, let's blame Leonardo. Let's blame the sporting director. Let's blame the owner. Let's blame the manager. Right, we'll get a new manager in, and then the cycle just continues. But the funny thing that I have with PSG, when you actually look at it, Tuchel left, and then he went and won the one thing that PSG wanted to win was the Champions League. I think, but I'm not saying Pochettino is going to go somewhere else and win the Champions League, but I think he'll go somewhere else and he will win something, just with a different team. I don't see PSG as a brilliant fit for him and his sort of personality in a way, because I don't think he doesn't have control over these players.
Yeah,
There's very few coaches that I think could have control over all of these players. I think he's got control over a couple of them. I think Mbappe is probably the major one for me that I think listens to Poch more so than probably Neymar does, if I have to be honest.
I mean, you can still maybe this guy to Jimmy because his name. So
Yeah, but
yeah, like
listen, send Genie back to Newcastle.
huh?
Send Genie back to Newcastle.
And like I think you can now control about Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, they're still young, so like you can control those guys. But like, the big characters, I think that's where like he's not working.
Yeah, he's good with a lot of the young players though. I think that's Poch's strong point is some of the young players. But like I look at him compare with his previous jobs, like the best job that he had was Spurs. You know, with all the big players that he had there. But you know, Son, Kane, Ali at the time, Moura, Lloris, Alvaro, Vertonghen. None of these players had these major, should we say, egos in the dressing room. They weren't. They've not got 200 million followers on Instagram or whatever. They've not. They're not always in the media or something for something. It's always a rare occasion, and he dealt with those he can deal with those sort of players, yeah. But when you've got 4 or 5 media, freaks, on social media every day of the week, 300 million followers or whatever, paparazzi and everything. These sort of players, it's hard to get them to listen because realistically, they've done what there is in the game. Neymar and Messi. The only thing that neither of those two players have won, other than the Champions League, is the World Cup. That's the only thing those two players would ever cherish ever winning. And Mbappe's got his full career ahead of him, and he's already achieved something that the other two haven't, and that is the World Cup. So it does balance out in terms of the players in the dressing room, but the Poch doesn't have control over those specific players. I don't think anyway, not full control.
Yeah, I agree with all the points you made. Like I just think like there's something, and when like your director of football is like friends with those players, you can't really do anything about them because like if you complain to the players, I mean, if you complain to like if the players complain to what's this guy's name called Leonardo, whatever his name is going to cite them. So like it all makes sense.
Hey. Yep. So it's somehow sometimes, but we need to kind of the way the fans talk sometimes. You just have to like look at them and be like, it's understood because sometimes we have different ambition in terms of going forward. So Madrid ambition is different than Barcelona ambition, different than Juventus, different than Man City, United, and every other club, Chelsea. So we have different ambition. So I cannot blame them or get angry with the comment they're making. Why? Because they all want to win. Nobody want to lose. Football is like a business oriented. If you don't win, you will get sacked. And Roman is not the owner in which you can just play chess game or you play Sudoku with. If result doesn't go well, Roma will fire you regardless of status or your what or your certificate. That's what the fans need to understand. That's why I said I keep asking the same question again over and over. What is the Glazers' motto as the Honda United fans?
Top four.
They want to win or make money.
Make money and it's top four, Abdullahi.
That if you are making money and making tougher for me, that is stupid. That I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. He's stupid, but they're in it for the money. They're not in it for the passion.
If you're telling me Ronaldo is coming to come and be playing, Lord, you know what I mean? Investment.
Well, they didn't buy him for that, did they? They just bought him so that they'd make the money. They can use him as a cash cow and make the money from him, make all the advertisement and everything. Which, like I said to you the night before, Abdullahi, when we spoke about it, I said they'd made nearly £500 million in 4 weeks just from Ronaldo, and they cost him what 20-30 million pounds to buy him. Yeah. They made £470 million just off one player there. Shirt sales, media, advertising.
That is what United are heading to in this moment at the moment because they are
commercial cash cow. I've
told you before. And say United doesn't spend. The Glazers are poor. They don't have money. They are not rich enough. Okay, I can give you that. But they don't want me to count how many
rubbish, Abdullahi. We've got war chests from 10, 20 years ago. Man United have enough money to compete with Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Financially, Manchester United have money to compete, but we don't use it.
Why?
We don't use it because our ownership doesn't want to. But they're not interested in English football because the one thing that they always do, they've got the NFL team, don't they? The is it the LA Rams or no? What's the team? I can't remember the NFL team that they've got shares in. They support them financially. They brought Tom Brady, didn't they? What was his team now?
Oh Lord! So
you're talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay, that's it. Yeah, Buccaneers. Yeah, that's it.
So you telling me that United has become Arsenal now? That the United doesn't even care about if they're succeeding or not. All they care about.
They don't. Absolutely, they don't. But let me put it like this: when was the last Chelsea game that you saw Roman Abramovich sit in the stand? Let me ask you that question.
No, because
No. When was the last game that he attended a match, Abdullahi?
Not 2000 and yeah, it came to the Champions League final.
But the Champions League final. But if there was none of this COVID or anything, he's normally at the games. If he's not got anything
every
else
day he's
on.
always at the game.
He's normally at the games. Yeah, our ownership
because they revoke his England passport, so he has to get an Israelite.
Yep. Our ownership in the Glazers only makes one trip per season to one game. One game out of 50 that we play in a season. One game. That's all they're interested in. One game. One trip to England. One match. That's it.
Wow.
That shows you all that you need to know, Abdullah, about our ownership. Because if they cared, you'd have somebody there every single week who they'd be interested in actually watching football. They've got a love for the game, or they want to watch. They want to be entertained at the end of the day.
Yeah, like I was saying yesterday to most Chelsea fans. Sorry for cutting you off. We should be grateful for two persons in Chelsea. It's Roman and Marina Granaskia. Because if those two doesn't sustain or doesn't implement a lot of things they know into this club will not go forward. We abuse Roman a lot to sack manager, but they sack them for a reason. He wants to win.
Yes, he's got the ambition. He's got the ambition. Yeah,
he wants to win. He doesn't care about you. Whatever. Lampard, the greatest midfielder in Chelsea history, gets sacked.
Yeah. Well, I'm delighted. It's like I said to you last night when I said about that they've made £500 million just off Ronaldo in 4 weeks. Manchester United have spent nearly £450 million on this squad since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took charge. £450 million. Now
you can't.
Hold on. They've just made £500 million just off of signing Ronaldo over 4 weeks. They've made all of their money back that they've invested in this squad. Plus, they've made an extra £50 million. What does that tell you? But that's
where's the money going to? All those money.
That's just business. It's money laundering. Honestly, I'm surprised there's not been a court case against them with the amount of money that they shifted around. And we're what? Nearly, for £800 million in debt, but we can't be asked to pay it off.
All this money you just mentioned, where is it going to? Where?
The Buccaneers, I'd lie. It's Tampa Bay. It's going to Tampa Bay. It's going to Miami. That's where it's going.
Lord in heaven.
It goes to the NFL. It does not go to the Premier League.
United have fantastic players, fantastic, but you can abuse what's called organization as much as you want. He's not the right manager. Blah blah blah. I get that. He's not the right manager.
He's not the right manager.
If he's not the right manager, but did the Glazers even look? Let's say they do the no be like, I think we make a mistake. We can fix this. Let's work together as a team and let's do something going forward. Because if the Glazers are thinking of building forward, for me, they should be United. This United team should be not. I'm not saying winning, but competing for something. Because you can't tell me you brought Ronaldo in. Ronaldo for me is the greatest goal scorer in world football. It may not be the Ronaldo.
But do you see it from a Manchester United's point of view in terms of, well, if the Glazers are just money men, they're just going to use him for the appeal that he brings, the brand, the deals and everything that you'll get with him.
The funny part, when Ronaldo signed for United, I could not sleep for like a day in America here. Yeah. Why? Every sponsorship, every advertisement I watch, so that's what I see. Every damn day.
Well, you look at the amount of money that he's made. He's got his own brand. He's got his own website.
He has his own brand. He has his own website.
Yeah, he's got. He's
making his own money.
Even Lionel Messi doesn't have his own brand. That's the one thing that you can say. Lionel Messi does not have his own website brand. He brings the advertisement deals. Yes, he's got 250 million followers or whatever on Instagram or Twitter. Ronaldo's got the most out of the two of them, but when you bring all that together, you're pitching to nearly £300 million, 300 million people. When you have that advertisement, £300 million people, 300 million people that I've just spoken about there, Abdullahi, will then watch Manchester United games, which means the sales and stuff will go through the roof. This is what I mean. It's commercially just because of the financial situation. Because I put it to you now, Abdullahi. If Manchester United were taken over by this Saudi-backed consortium, Manchester United, I will put my house, my money, my car, everything. I will put everything on that Manchester United would win a Premier League title in the next 2 years.
Yes, not
Easily.
even 2 years, 1 year, because they will spend money.
They will spend money precisely. They will, and there's
Not
no
even spend money
there's
on
no
stupid
financial
things.
fair.
They will
There's no
spend money
financial
on
fair play.
something tangible, something that the fans can rely on. They know that
They buy the CDM straight away, and they appoint a proper coach. They go out there
exactly.
and pay. They would go out there and pay Zidane whatever money he wanted.
We abuse Manchester City of spending 3 years of money. They bought him Pep Guardiola, and he's won. I mean, it was one Premier League back to back already.
Precisely. One
He's
Premier League
already.
one Premier League back to back. The only thing that he hasn't won was the one thing that they brought him in to do, and that was the Champions League.
But look at what Pep Guardiola turned EPL to Farmers League, agricultural science, betting teams up and down, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. So it's for me, like, I don't understand people's logic and perspective, the way they kind of emphasize things. For me, they don't have to be balanced in the way they talk. That's why I tell you, EJ, Chelsea fans are psychics. They have cycles. I'll keep saying.
I genuinely think in my mind, right? I think the standing of Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't needed. This guy is like 36.
What is the reason they signed Ronaldo? Why?
Is actually my question too. Because last year they were missing goals. What they were missing was a defensive midfielder.
Exactly.
And I thought they could have done better instead of signing Cristiano Ronaldo and paying other wages on Cristiano. They could have signed like a midfielder just to protect the back line instead of always playing this double pivot. I know sometimes it plays off, but sometimes it doesn't. And that's why I'm like, I was questioning the signing, but now looking at it, you see Cristiano Ronaldo saving them against Villarreal, saving them against Atalanta. You can say it's worthwhile, but you have to think it wasn't necessary because I still think like even if they didn't sign Cristiano, if you bring in a defensive midfielder that can protect your back four, they'll be good to go. And I thought maybe they could have done better with their right back. Yeah, I know Van Bissaka is a really good defender. If you're talking about like a defensive right back, I think it's out there. But like if you're talking about the modern fullbacks, you have to be able to attack and defend. And with Bissaka, he can only defend. But like going forward, on his feet going forward, it just look awkward. It doesn't look right. So I thought
because EJ, this question you asked him, I asked you not to find the same question. Why do you put in
Cristiano
Ronaldo?
Because like they were linked to Trippier, and when they saw Ronaldo
Ronaldo was going to Man City.
Yeah, then they changed their plan instead of signing Trippier or another DM because Romano Fabrizio, it was like United was going to sign a DM and a right back if Cristiano didn't leave Juve. That was what he reported to Mike Gobridge.
Yeah.
And that's what they said to Mike Gobridge. It was like that's what they plan on doing. But like when they brought in this guy, Ronaldo now because he was going to Man City, they planned and just decided to go to for Ronaldo, So I thought I'm going to question like the signing was it really necessary because it's going to a rival. I don't think any president that has a brain like we actually like just sign for the just sign a player because it's going to the rival. I'm pretty sure like hey you guys can say whatever you want to say about Perez. But that guy, if you hear like Ronaldo is going to Barca, I don't think he would have stopped it because the guy just always look forward. It doesn't look like he's past. Even there were rumor Ronaldo was coming to Madrid. He killed the rumor like in hours. It didn't even complete the day before he killed the rumor of no, we are not signing Ronaldo because what's the point? Ronaldo's the legend of the club, but he's 36. Like yeah, we can say he's still playing at a little level at 36 or like 30 somewhere. I think that is so. It's just like I don't know what was the reason because they were scoring goals last season. They were just some points behind.
The same issue they having last season, they still having the same issue this year.
Yeah, it's because they conceded a lot of goals. And Varane, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Varane. Like I expect him to be more defensive sound, like organize the defense, but that hasn't worked. So I don't know if it's down to coaching or maybe they actually really do need a CDM, a DM, a KC from AC Milan if you're looking for just a
Yeah,
goal.
for Casey, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's a really good deal. Instead of going for a Declan Rice that will cost 100 plus. So, or even a Frankie Didi, I know it's important to Leicester City, but
Mm-hmm.
if you still manage to at least cover your defense for you because they can really do that, they can break up play for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm questioning like the signing, but it's just nonsense. And like Tom said, they focus more on that football, American football. They focus
Mm-hmm.
more on that because they are also American, American owners. So they
Mm-hmm.
focus more on their American sports more than like football itself. So I think that's
But
killing them.
in as much they're American, in as much I can understand you're American, but you have a club in which is running in England and is the most successful club in England. That should be more invested on. United has money. See, anybody that says United doesn't have money should not come and speak rubbish with me. United have money.
You,
They
you
have
can
that money.
you can say that after you sign a Ronaldo, like you don't have money.
You are broke. How do you get broke when you sign Ronaldo? How
Yeah,
do you get broke?
yeah, the
When you
amount
sign Ronaldo only, do you know how much they signed Sancho?
and he doesn't even start now.
He
So
hasn't even clicked.
yeah, so like it's concerning. Like all of this sign is really concerning. Can we say, oh, maybe Ronaldo is the one holding back Sancho because he isn't the main star? Maybe that is affecting him, or maybe because last season at Dortmund also he had a slow start to the season.
Then he came back to life because of the transfer. That was the reason that the slow start.
Yeah, so like maybe it's just that type of player. We don't know yet. So it's just like it's it's messed up over there because Manchester United when they got Ronaldo, I was like, oh, they should be in one of the contenders for the UCL. But then when you saw them lost against young boys, you can say, oh, that's because it's red card. Then you see Villarreal, they was holding down until the last minute. If it wasn't for Ronaldo, because I was like Ronaldo in there, they already got everything. When you have for Pogba, we all know what Pogba can bring to the team. When you have Bruno Fernandes, that is one of the top attacking midfielder in our world, like best creator now. So and you can't make an excuse like you shouldn't be winning, or you need a center defensive midfielder every time. For every loss, they'll be like, we don't have a DM. For every loss, we don't have a DM. So I just think like it's down to coaching. And I see people complaining about, oh, always the manager, always the manager. But the Glazer appointed him. He didn't appoint himself. So I don't think a manager will walk out of the job because he loves the club so much. I mean, I think
Why would the manager walk out of the club when he's not being sacked?
exactly. So like Steve Bruce with the abuse he was getting with the attack on his family, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't leave until this Saudi Arabia owners came in
Very dominant performance from Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
and sacked him. So I think
And I think for me, because it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and those players like Ferdinand, Scholes, they've played with him. So they are giving him more backing and saying it needs to be more back. They need to be back him. If they bring other managers in, the manager to will struggle. They need to back Ole.
that's another great point you make. Like he has friends in the media, so they are backing him up. So I'm backing him up. Yeah. So I think he's still one of the cause of United's failure in recent years. Also, like even Mourinho, even with less talented squad, was
Mm-hmm.
able to win the Europa League. Manchester United have been in the Europa League final now. I think no. I think in 2020 they went to the semi-final. They
Yeah.
lost to Sevilla. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yep.
19. I mean, 2019
19.
they lost to Sevilla. 2020 they lost to Villarreal. So and they were even supposed to be in that final because they lost out of the group stage on the last day. So you can say, oh, it was a deserved place for them to be in. So it wasn't, but it's the FIFA rule or UEFA rule, whatever you want to call it. So I just think like they wasted that time with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. I don't think it's gonna work work on his own and be like, because I love the club, I'm going to
Mhm.
work out. You really see a manager do that. Like Zidane did that. You can say, oh, actually, he won something before he left. Was because he wasn't just feeling the support anymore from Perez, obviously. So these things are like complicated. It's
Okay.
It's just I don't know how to like explain it to like a United fan because if you ask me, whenever I talk to a United fan, I feel like you guys lost the game. They tell me, oh, because we don't have a DM. This every time they lose because we don't have a DM. You can't always make that excuse. Like not all teams have a DM and still win. Like if you compare that score to Leicester City, that's the better forward, better defender, even they didn't play without a CDM. I'm not sure if Sumari is a CDM, so I don't think he is. I think Sumari is just like a natural.
Like because I like what you talk about because United fans like to compare the Glazers with Roman Abramovich, and I keep telling them over and over again. Roman has a structure, and the structure for Roman is win. Do you know how many managers Roman have sacked in his tenure?
I mean, he even stuck Ancelotti with a double.
Exactly.
Like Ancelotti with a double.
Exactly. He sacked Frank Lampard, the club legend.
I mean, you can understand that. Well, Ancelotti won you to double. Like I think it's the first.
Yes, he won double and he sacked him. Just why? Because he didn't win the UCL.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think like it's like lack of management, lack of organization from the top management, you know. So it's just like even as much as like people want to slander
Mm-hmm.
what's it called? Perez and be like, oh
Mm-hmm.
Perez is this, Perez is that, he just wanna create his own league, he's stingy and all of that. He still cares about the club. Some matches
Mm-hmm.
you see him in the stadium, you know. I mean
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he doesn't watch it and be on his phone. But
Mm-hmm.
the guy is still in the stadium and he followed the squad every match day he followed the squad except like for some few matches, but all of the time you can see him trying to what's it called
Yeah.
trying to motivate the squad like before they go on the match. You see him in the tunnel talking to the players, and when you have that communication with your players, it all fits together. They will tell if they're not happy with the manager, they will tell you, eh, and you can know what changes to make. So I just think like right now the Glazers they don't care about like the Man United instead. They just care about the American club they own, which is the Tampa Bay. I think they care more about that because they're Americans and it's an American sport. So it's just but we have to talk about like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I know yes, he doesn't want to leave by himself because he isn't sacked. But what he has done so
But EJ, what has the organization done to warranty him being the United manager? Is it because they brought him as an interim manager?
no,
Or
I actually thought the beginning of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was when he made that amazing comeback against PSG vs Man United. That was it.
because I remember very well when we sacked Lampard, I remember very well there were so many top tier managers around. But what did Chelsea go to? There was Allegri. The Allegri said he's not going to come in the middle of season. Why? Because he wants to get a full sabbatical. And immediately Roman said it. He told the board, I don't want an Italian manager. Do not get me an Italian manager because I am done with them. Then who did Ghana's guy go for? Thomas Tuchel. Why? Because PSG said they don't like kind of way to kind of coaches. But look at it came to Chelsea. Look at the transformation. Just look at the transformation in how many years? In just 1 year. That's when
Yeah,
you know a top tier manager.
and his first game wasn't perfect because I think it was against Wolves, and you guys draw 0-0.
Yeah.
So like everyone was still questioning that signing. But
Mm-hmm.
the game you guys begin to win, even it wasn't by large margin, like
Mm-hmm.
you guys were still winning and it took you like beating some really tough team. Um Atletico Madrid, you beat some Porto. I mean you can say oh Porto isn't a big club or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. But it's
Mm-hmm.
still nice to beat them. Um Obviously the beat Real Madrid, even though like we have some injuries. but that's not your fault. You need luck in the Champions League sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, because I also know like when we played against Bayern Munich at one time, I actually thought we won because they didn't have Maninoya. Maninoya was injured, and that's why I thought we won the Champions League. Any other goalkeeper would have saved that Benzema goal. So I thought we had luck also. So I won't say, oh, we were lucky because we were injury prone. So
You know that to this extent, they still don't. The people still doesn't rate Thomas Tuchel as a good manager. They still don't rate him, despite what he has won in Chelsea.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, I won't say I don't rate him, but like at least he
No,
something.
some English reporter pundit doesn't listen it.
It's just the same with what's this guy?
When Pep came in, I remember very well when he came in. People said he can't play his football in England. He needs to spend money. Man City give him the money. Look at what Pep is giving to the EPL. Let's look at what he's doing.
Well,
His philosophy, he made it known to the whole world in EPL.
like I can understand why people are not like thinking, oh, is this tough managing? Probably because of the style of play. And like even sometimes I've been critical of the way Chelsea play because I'm like, yeah, they get the result, but what when you watch the football, you're like this is a boring football. I think sometimes like it just doesn't look smooth. Like I want to, you want to enjoy football because football is also entertainment. You want something to get you up of your seat instead of just standing there. But sometimes when you guys score, when you guys play, I'm just like, yeah, they get the result, but like, is this really a match you want to watch every time? And even Daniel, HH friend, he was like, yeah, it's sometimes boring to him. And like when that is coming from like even a Chelsea fan, you will say, oh, I guess even me as a neutral isn't that hard on Chelsea because people make
Everybody's saying that do Tuchel even himself doesn't even care about what they say. Does he care? Because I don't think he cares about what they say because he cares about winning. Because
yeah,
that is what they brought him on to do.
I think football nowadays is about like being effective. You know, in the past there was style of play, there's the tiki taka, there was the ginger pressing, there was like counter attacking by Mourinho, like when he was coaching Real Madrid, it was counter attack with Barcelona, it was tiki taka. We have Jurgen Klopp right now that is doing the ginger pressing. We have Bayern also like that style of play is just like this gender pressing. You know when you play them, they will press you, and so I think that's what like people actually care about, and I think that's like what is happening to Tuchel. I think is what is happening to Zidane also. Like people don't rate Zidane as a manager. Why? Because he doesn't have a style of play. So I think like
Tuchel has a style of play. He does have a style of play. He does.
like a constant style of play. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's a but in it. The reason is because the player we have at the moment is not the right man, the right players for him to play the system he wants to play.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm using Pep as an example. Pep has to spend money for his system to work. Judging Club has to spend money, not as much as Pep spend money, but he spend Naby Keita, Salah, Mane, Roberto Firmino, Diego Jota,
Even
Fabinho,
Wijnaldum.
Van Dijk, Alisson Becker.
Yeah, Gini Wijnaldum was
You
it.
know what? So he spent money. Not that he didn't spend. He spent money for his system to work. Game pressing system.
Yeah,
Tell me, ever since Tuchel has taken over, which player has Tuchel said, "Board, this is my signing. Give me this player." Who?
I think you can say. I think he wanted to sign Lukaku, but it's not just working out at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I thought we wanted him, so I guess
You know
that's
how
the
many players Tuchel won? Tuchel won Marquinhos. They didn't give him Marquinhos. Tuchel won Jules Koundé. He wasn't giving Jules Koundé.
no. The question is like, okay, with Kunde was because Sevilla doesn't want to be anything. We all know that. But Marquinhos, I don't think PSG.
Next year, Marquinhos will have just one more year in his contract.
Yeah, then maybe you guys can go for. I think it'll be 28.
Yeah, will be 28 then. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a fair year. And with Rudiger like still not signing his contract, that's the big loss in the dressing room because Rudiger looks like one of the what's it called? The leader in the dressing room. So
I love Rudiger, but what the board are doing at the moment in terms of Rudiger contract is because Rudiger is demanding 400 from the board, and the board are a little bit hesitated to give it to him
Yeah, I think. I mean, he has been playing so very consistently. So
because Lukaku is earning 350. Is it 45 or 50? I don't know. It's towards 400. So Lukaku wants the same amount of money too as Romelu Lukaku, but the board said no. They're not
yeah,
gonna pay him that money.
I think they just have to figure out that his contract and
Mhm.
everyone go their way because it will be a good loss if you guys stressful, in my opinion. Because when you see me, just have this aggressiveness, not like to get a record, but just have this,
Mhm.
oh, like a leader instance. What he did against Luis Suarez,
Mhm.
Champions League can be like an example. There's
Mhm.
time to taunt everyone, every Chelsea player, but Rudiger was there to just like, back
I
off.
think this saga eventually Rudiger will eventually sign the contract. I believe he will sign. He will.
I mean, just also because I saw a rumor that said it's going to PSG or
See, this rumor is just is a smoke that is awaiting to come out. It's
yeah,
Rudiger in the team. See, Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. If Rudiger goes, how do they want them to feel? Because Rudiger is the one putting them together into places. He's the most experienced player in that team.
yeah, he's one of the most important players. But
So how do you expect Timo Werner and Kai Havertz to feel? They will tell Rudiger, you brought us into this team. Now you're leaving us. What message are you giving us?
I mean, player goes and come, So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know player
like
goes and come.
they will feel his presence like he left the dress room.
Of
But
course, the whole feel is present. Why? Because they know the kind of player he is. They know.
yeah, so I just hope like you guys figure it out soon. But what were you even discussing before?
For me, I'm EJ. I've said it to all United fans. I will say it again. For me, going forward in terms of United, them going forward is firstly they need to the Glazers themselves needs to know their ambition, and secondly, what is the United motto? Where are they heading to? You can't have this core of a player, even if he beats Zidane, Zidane will still fail. He will. Why? The Glazer doesn't care about. They don't care about them about football. If the owner you are if you are a coach now and you have an owner who doesn't even care about you how do you expect you to succeed? How? How? It won't work. It doesn't work in football because when you have an owner who doesn't even care about you, how do you want to succeed?
Yeah, yeah,
You
I
won't succeed.
I even like it's not even about the Glazers. Even the current case, no, that's that's another example. Like
It's even the Arsenal. See,
yeah,
Arsenal for me, they are the definition of failure for me.
yeah, Arsenal right now shouldn't be the level they are. Like they were able to win against Aston Villa, but against Crystal Palace with a new manager, I would expect more from there. And they had to make a comeback. And when you have Lacazette slide, I mean slides
Arsenal for me are the definition of failure. Arsenal celebrated the draw. I said they won the
when
a major trophy in the world.
a new slide, and I'm like, you guys draw at home at the Emirates. So Crystal Palace, not a United, not a Liverpool, not even a Chelsea. You're doing a new slide. I know that level has actually fall, but that's Arsenal right now. Like some clubs don't really care at this moment, and like that's why there's not this competitiveness, competitive.
But AJ, there's a difference between Arsenal Football Club and Manchester United. There's a difference. Man United for me is a name in England that is very big in England.
You
Man
can
United is a big entity for me in England.
you can argue it with like Arsenal. So I mean, if I'm to say like what are the big club in the Premier League,
Mhm.
Manchester United, then Arsenal, then Liverpool. If you're talking about global, not just like what they have achieved, but like there's more. I will imagine there's more Arsenal fans than there are Liverpool, and or even Chelsea. I mean, I know the Chelsea fan, but like, you can't even dispute that. I think they are more like Arsenal fan globally than Chelsea because of that era of the invisible Thierry Henry and Beckham, Vieira. So, but there should be, but the difference, like you said, um, Manchester United are still they're still competitive for the top spot, like if they win their game tomorrow, they'll be top four. So and they're still in the Champions League, unlike Arsenal. Arsenal isn't even in Europe. They're just only focusing on the domestic league and the league cups. So I see a point, but like it's just like this isn't just the same Arsenal anymore. Like when they were still competing with like when you have a caliber player of Thierry Henry, Vieira, Beckham, even what's this that defense Campbell was
Pires,
even Ozil wasn't a bad standing at the point.
Ian Lema, Santi Cazorla, Mesut Ozil,
Exactly.
Van Persie.
So like they're really investing like top players. Now they have young players to be bailing them out. Like when you see Saka carrying this club, that just show how much they're failing. Like Saka is only like how 21, 22. I don't know.
It will clock 20 is 19, it will be 20.
Yeah, I know he's 19. Yeah, like you can't be having that guy to be carrying Arsenal right now. Aubameyang is trying, but like I was think Saka is more important than Aubameyang because the way he scores, the way he assists these days. So it's just about the ambition. Like you say, Chelsea ambition is more than those two clubs. Like if you don't get a result, Abramovich will sack you. A legend or not, win trophies or not, it's always about winning trophies always. But with those two clubs,
No, EJ, see, this is what United fans, and I think all other club are feeling, are mistaken in Chelsea's structures and hierarchy. Roman himself is a guaranteed winner. We see, I've been a critical person criticizing Ganaskia a lot in terms of the kind of signing we've signed in the club, but I have eyes in which I used to see, and I can analyze things very well. Ganaskia has done a very good job in Chelsea. Yes, she may have signed some stupid and ridiculous signing, but she has done something in the club in which the fans and everybody can see that.
Yeah, like give hope to the fans.
So. Yes, we can abuse her as much as we can, but she's done something that other club is finding difficult to do, because United want to be saying, Glazers, please follow the model of Roman, follow the model of Abramovich, follow the model of Gonaskia. But my question to them is, you following the model of Roman, does the Glazers have the audacity or the mind to sack manager? They don't see. Roman has the man and the audacity to tell the club and the manager, you're not giving me what I want. Get the heck out of my club. I'm the owner of this club. I demand success. I'm giving you money. I demand success. Continue.
I said, and it's not just that. It's the fact like Roman Abramovich, in his case, he loves football. He's a guy that follows football. When you see him, you sometimes see him in game matches, and that's what separates him. He loves football. Why these American owners, they only care about like their football team, like with the Glazers, they own the Tampa Buccaneers, which is like a big club when it comes to American football. So I think all of these other owners, they don't love football like Roman does. And I don't even know who the director of football of Arsenal and United is. Unlike Chelsea, they have the Marina and some others guys. So it's just ambition of the club, but I don't think those two clubs have it. But hey, Chelsea have it, and that's why they keep winning, and they can sack managers whenever because they have structure in the club, unlike the others.
EJ.
Yeah.
Did you see that 140-piece chicken wing that we put on the box?
Man,
Exactly.
No. They played like a day before, and that's
exactly. That's what you call that's what you call Uber Eats. We deliver to you, man. Chicken and wings.
I was surprised, though. Like, geez. When I saw this, I was like, "What is admin?" Yeah.
But you were making fun of me before that game, and I told you.
You admin, yeah.
I told you, but the only thing is that the Bucks were not. They had a bunch of injuries in that game.
Yeah, and Drew was absent. Chris Middleton was a break in that game.
Yeah, exactly. Drew didn't play exactly.
Yeah, even
Even the Gomez, the tall guy.
um
What's his name? Their center.
Lopez, I think.
Yeah, Lopez, exactly.
Yeah, but you guys got the dub, and
It was a statement win. I was waiting for you. I thought you were gonna come yesterday.
Sorry, guys. My clock, it's my boss from work. So
You gotta go.
No.
Okay.
She was checking. I was just checking on me.
yeah.
I worked double shift yesterday, so it was like, when do you leave at work? I was like, boss, I had to leave, man.
Nice.
I have body to sleep now.
My brother, make that money, man.
I'm making money. The man wants me to work 12 to 12, and I have to run away. He wants me to work 12 to 12. I have to run away.
Guys, I didn't come yesterday because I sprained my ankle. So.
Why, you were playing basketball?
No. It's just like at my soccer practice, for my.
Ouch. You okay
So,
though?
like, before Blue Eyes and NK comes in, we're having a discussion about United because Tom and United fan were angry that what is the existence of them buying? Like, Blue Eyes have said this thing before.
Yeah.
What is the existence of them buying Ronaldo? Ronaldo is a brand. Is it the piece they are
No.
making?
I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear this talk because no, because I don't want to hear this talk from United fans because around the time they all wanted him. So don't give me this now.
No.
No.
Ronaldo is gonna listen, guys. Ronaldo is gonna come good for Man U.
Yes,
Trust me.
But
He's gonna come good.
Is that what they need at the moment?
Yes, it's a smart investment.
Blue Eyes, you said that he's not going to score more than 15 goals this
Yeah,
season.
exactly. And it hasn't changed. That's what you see now, It's funny you bring that up, NK Dons, because right now, I think you remember when I said Lukaku doesn't need 30 goals?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's that. Listen, I will take. I'm not taking this back to Lukaku, guys, but I want to use it as an example. I will take 17 big goals from Lukaku than a total of 35 goals from Lukaku. I'll rather he not because Lukaku can start around the team. Yeah. No. He can start pad against Burnley.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather he not score against Burnley, but give me one goal against Juve. I don't know if you understand.
But Blue Eyes, there's a bit of a big game. There's big game allegations against Lukaku. You know that, right?
My brother, and that is why, that's why you see. I like how you're bringing all these things up, NK. This is why Lukaku has to. This is I don't want to put it this way because I know he's a marquee and probably top 3 strikers in the world, but this is what it means by walking into the big leagues. You cannot come into a team like Chelsea and not be hungry for big goals.
Yes.
But you see what I was skeptical about this sign.
But Blue Eyes, wait.
Talk to me.
I agree with what you said.
You're trying to talk about Man U. I'll talk about Man U in a minute, but go ahead.
No, I agree with what you said. And see, before you and Kid comes, we were talking about Ronaldo, and I keep saying to United fans, my issue with them is not even about Ole, precisely. They have been shouting it for the past 2-3 years. They have been telling the Glazers, can you guys be like Roman? Can you guys be like Ganaskia? Sack this manager. Sack them. Bring someone in. We need to win trophies. And my question to them is, if you're going to sack a manager, you want to become a structure of Chelsea Football Club. Roman has been doing this for like 15 to 20 years and they've been succeeding. What gave that assurance that if United do that same structure, they will succeed?
But you know the thing about that structure, that whole hire and fire. The thing about that structure is when you do that, you also stand the chance of pacifying your fans, of making your fans feel better. So it's part of the deal. So you might not get the coach you want, but you get your fans to calm down, which is also part of team management in all. So they might look at the market and responses that they're getting from their fans. It's like when Chelsea hired Frank Lampard 2 years ago. That was a pure fan. That was a fan feed. That was a fan feed. Exactly. Like we were all happy. The legend is back.
I was not happy.
But what of course, as a technical coach, the guys that know football don't care. But Base don't care about Frank Lampard because they know Frank Lampard is not at that time he wasn't maybe very well qualified. Yeah, he wasn't ready.
6 to 6, it was not ready at all.
Exactly. But the emotion of him as a legend overcame all that
sentiment and everything.
Yeah,
See,
overcame
it
all
was
that.
hard for Roman to sack him at first because of the sentiment. They love
No. Roman, listen, Roman did that thing that I think it was Marina. Whoever brought Frank Lampard back, that was a master stroke.
Marina.
It was
First,
a master stroke
Roman,
because for 1 year, for close to 6 months, the fans were happy, and on top of that,
no, the fans was angry.
No.
Sarri left. There was nobody to take over.
No, the fans were happy.
The fans were happy.
Thank you. We did. First of all, we couldn't buy any players.
Oh,
and on top of
ban.
Yes, and on top of that, we were still maintaining top 4. And on top of that, we had we had Frank Lampard at the helm. So it was a happy
happy
marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roman doesn't stay with happiness. He wants to win.
Thank you. Stay in thank you, Abdullahi. You couldn't have said it any better.
DJ, I told you, Roman is a winner. He wants to.
Roman wants you in an uncomfortable position all the time.
All the time.
There's no room for relaxation, man. So even for Tuchel right now. Anyways, are we going to talk about Chelsea game or you talked about it already?
We'll talk about it. We just driving a little bit about United because United fans have been saying this for the past 2-3 years. And thank God NK is here. Can United be like philosophy Chelsea? Look at them now. They did, and inside me, I'm laughing. And I'm looking at United fans and I'm laughing that you cannot compare the Glazers with Abramovich. There's a massive. Roman is a football fan. He cares. He cares.
I don't think Man U fans should worry about anything. The most important thing right now is to they got to find a home for Paul Pogba. I think they should give that team to Paul Pogba somehow. I know.
Blue Eyes. Most of them wouldn't mind seeing Pogba leave.
Exactly. No, that's why I made that statement. You're right. They don't want him. That's why I made that statement. And NK, you're bang on.
But
they don't want him, and that's why. And then on top, but NK, you know what kills me? They don't want him, but at the same time, they want him to score 4 goals every game. Like, what do you want from Pogba? You haven't really given him a chance to run this team because that team was for him.
They brought in Bruno Fernandes. Everything's spoiled.
Everything's spoiled now with I think they're gonna do well.
Spoiled, but spoiled for Pogba.
Yeah, they're gonna do well.
I'm talking about Labiu.
Yeah, exactly.
You brought in Bruno Fernandes. You are limiting Labiu's the way Labiu's play. You're limiting his playing style.
Don't take any shine away or responsibility away from Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba at the same hand is supposed to take his shirt and put it in his back pocket and own it. You shouldn't be giving a coach a chance to bench you. No. But at the same time, I find that the way Man U have babysat Bruno Fernandes, if Paul Pogba got half of that babysitting love, he too will be the man.
The issue for me in that United aspect is they have so many individuals, so many superstars. See, this issue happens a lot in top tier club when which manager comes in. He don't have that say. Now I said the same thing yesterday to you. I said it.
Yeah.
Ole doesn't have that gut and the audacity.
That's true.
I say it again. Audacity to put Labiu, Bruno, Ronaldo, Sancho on the bench because they're not playing well. It doesn't have the audacity. But
he benched Pogba and Sancho.
Exactly.
See, Sancho has not performed. I can give you that.
Sancho needs Sky.
Sancho is good. Sancho has not performed. I can give you that. Labiu
he hasn't performed, but he's good.
He's good. Labiu is not consistent. I can give you that because it's like a Nigerian NEPA on and off. Labiu is like a Nigerian NEPA on and off. We don't know when his current is gonna be full.
You have to have generator anytime you're with Labiu.
Exactly. So Bruno Fernandes is the only egg in their bread.
Yeah, that's true. He's the only egg, the fried egg in their bread. No kidding.
So he's the only one very well.
That's true.
Ronaldo also is part of it because he's scoring goals for them. So, but you have a manager who, yes, he has the philosophy of 4-2-3-1, sit down and hit players on the counter. I get that, but the point is, can that be sustainable for a very long time? No, because you have the hierarchy who doesn't even care about football. Who doesn't love football.
Abdullahi, why are you worried about the hierarchy? I think
I'm not worried about the hierarchy.
So let me ask you a question, Abdullahi, with what you're saying. Do you think Man U right now, that squad, do you think Man U has a squad to win the EPL?
No.
Right now, with that squad.
With that squad right now.
Yeah.
With
If
a
they get
better
a good coach.
with a better manager or with Ole?
Let's say with a better manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think so. And I think they can even compete with a better manager. That's why I'm saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me is not the right manager to take them forward. Like talking with superstars because not because he's too nice, but he doesn't have that charisma other manager has. You don't get me? Like if you look at the top tier manager, they don't care about you making mistakes. All they care about is the result. They know my job is on the line. If
yeah,
I
but
fail,
the reason why you're saying charisma is because the numbers don't tally up. If he's winning and he's calm, like the Brighton coach doesn't have any energy, doesn't have any momentum. He's just quiet.
But he has a philosophy which everybody adore.
Yeah, that's true.
What philosophy does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has?
4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
4-2-3-1, man.
So is that a philosophy?
Yo, forget Man U, man. Yeah, Man U is going to be in top 4 at the end of the year.
So
Arsenal, I think Arsenal is going to be close. That's why I'm happy because now Chelsea has no choice. You gotta win this league because these guys are coming for your lunch, man.
Yeah, you have to start pad. I don't care.
Yeah, you have to start pad. Thank you. You have to start pad now.
So that brings me into Chelsea.
Yes.
Firstly, I'll come to Blaise on this.
Yes.
I hate doing this. Now I want to do it. It's not in my DNA.
I think I know where this is going.
It is not in my blood. Never. It's not in my blood to do it. But
you're gonna have to.
I will have to. But
don't get too excited. It's only Norwich. That's the only thing
my bot is I want to see more consistency. Like the poll I put it on the YouTube. I don't know if you see the poll yet.
Okay.
Is Mason Mount borderline a world-class player?
Not yet. No. Mason Mount has a long way to go.
Relax.
Chai. No. Why are you doing this to him, man? Don't throw him under the bus like this.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. It's a rhetorical question.
Mason Mount is a young player. He's not even up to top class yet. He's a young player.
I know.
Young player.
I don't want to come into the conclusion of this, but like you said, everybody have different analogies in the way we analyze football. And see, like yesterday,
Abdullah, you're talking too much land. I beg.
Like yesterday, NKDOS has been saying this for a long time. I kind of admire you guys because you guys stick with your goals. And yesterday I said it.
Hey, someone call my name. Someone call my name.
Yes,
I
said it to
NK. No, as your name is Mount now. Look at this guy.
I don't want to say it, but watching him for like not even one matches is improved a lot. And I know Emmy may not.
Can I say something about this game?
Emmy may not endorse. You say something, he may not endorse it, but if you look at the way he plays, I think going to even him leaving West Ham United and go to a better club will improve that club a lot.
Let me land. I'm lying. You disgrace yourself, man.
Can you land? Are you trying to?
I'm like, hey, Blue Eyes. I didn't even know where he was going.
Me too.
I
wow.
did not know where the call was going.
Okay, Abdullah is getting very creative with this diversion tactic.
My mind was elsewhere. My mind was elsewhere. I thought he was going to talk about a press conference or something.
Me too.
Let me laugh.
No, you better not be talking about Mr. Rice.
Of course. He's getting very creative these days.
Let me land because.
Hey, people watch it, man.
You can say this and that. I've watched so many midfield. I even watched many because I watched the French league a lot.
Abdullah looks so humble.
But see, if me I'm wrong, I'll come out and say I'm wrong.
Okay,
that's me.
So you're wrong.
I've watched Declan Rice play. What I'm gonna say is him playing for West Ham for me kind of put him on in a very good pedestal in terms of English club, English Premier League, blah blah. But leaving West Ham and going to a better club, it will improve that club. But depending on the manager he's playing under and how can he improve that club going forward?
So what's the question? What's the question?
My question is
yes.
To you, Blue Eyes.
Yes.
Yes. It comes to my question: is Mason Mount a better than a world-class player? An argument can come and say yes, he is. an argument can say no, it's not a borderline world class player.
Wait, Abdullahi.
So the question is what?
Everyone's still hopping. Everyone's still hopping.
Let me answer that question then.
Abdullahi, wait, before you answer, Blue
No
Eyes,
problem, my brother.
What's a world class? When you call
Okay, good.
Every can't even get
what
a
is
sentence out.
a world class player, Abdullahi? Can you define who
Okay.
a world class player
When
is?
you talk
Use
about
example, just say a world class player is XYZ.
Okay.
Tell me.
When you talk about world class player, we have different type of definition of world class.
No,
player, we have to
they have
perform.
different to one definition.
If there's a different type, I can have an argument and tell you this is a world class. I can even tell you Ronaldo is not a world class.
No, Ronaldo is world class.
Their
metrics.
It's one of the goals.
Their metrics.
It's one of the goals. It's not a world class.
People don't just stand up
The
and say,
metrics,
this is a world class player. No. There's a metric. There are different metrics.
I can have an argument and tell
Every's
you,
crazy.
see,
You're crazy, man.
based on your metrics and your everything, I can even tell you Labille is a world class player just because it's not consistent.
No, Labille is world class though. Yeah, he's world class.
Yeah, of course. Labille is world class. No, Labille is world class.
Not my world class. Not my world class. I think he has world class ability. But
Give me your
world class is world class is turning up every week, man.
Okay, so give me give me an example of world class in Paul Pogba's position right now in world football.
Yes. Tell me another Paul Pogba.
Or so no, let him just mention your own world class.
My own world class in central midfield.
Yes.
I'll say KDB is an example of a world class midfielder. I'll say why is KDB not world class?
No, KDB is world class.
I'm trying to see how far removed. I'm trying to see how far removed Pogba is from KDB.
Okay. My thing is, you have to turn up every week. Now in world football, there's not a lot of in my opinion, there's not a lot of players that come in and week out and give you consistent nines.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And for central mid, I mean, it's tough. Apart from KDB
that's
right now.
I
might say Verratti's been playing at a world class level. Yeah, I'll say Verratti's been playing at a world class level. Yeah,
I don't know, man. Verratti, man, I don't know. Has he won Champions League?
I'll say KDB, Verratti.
You see, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you're thinking before you say
exactly
world class.
Exactly.
You're saying Verratti is world class.
Yeah.
Verratti won a World Cup.
Emmy.
Oh, that was 2018, man.
Yeah. No, that was the last World Cup, bro.
No.
That's why I said, if you look at I know Blue Eyes is kind of a fanboy of Mason Mount a lot.
Not kind of. I am a fanboy. No, not kind of.
Relax. Okay, you are a fanboy. But
I'm a fanboy.
If you look at what Mason has done take out English national team, because I know Gareth Southgate is a class A. I don't got him as a manager.
Is this where I'm going to answer this question about Mason Mount being world class?
Yes.
Okay.
I know Gareth Southgate is not for me. It's not the top tier manager. I should induct him to Siberia ASAP. So if you look at the performance in Chelsea, what is done when his debut under Lampard, under Tuchel and everything, performance-wise and everything, I think borderline he is a world-class player.
Okay, so let me learn now. Okay, first things first. Mason Mount is not even close to world-class.
He's not close.
He's not close to what. That's what I'm trying to educate these Chelsea fans. Mason Mount is a young player. That's why I'm on his ass. Yes, that's why I'm on his case. That's why I always critique him and I always hail him because he's a young player. Before Mason Mount hits world class, let's say Mason Mount becomes player of the year for the next 3 years. It's still good, maybe by 28, 29.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
By 28, 29, by the time he doesn't do too much running anymore. That's why for now, like I was saying, for this, like today's game, I know it's against Norwich, so I'm not going to count it. But what I really enjoyed about let me answer now. Let me answer. So I'm not gonna. When I mean I'm not gonna count Norwich because I'm heavily critical of Mason Mount. But what I enjoyed today about his game is the Michael Jordan philosophy. Mason Mount didn't work hard. The game came to him. I don't know if you understand what I mean. He came to him. He was so relaxed. He was too relaxed.
He didn't
and listen, he didn't do anything, and his output was top class, but it's against Norwich. The game before, What game was that? Who did we play before?
Oh, we played Malmo.
No, before exactly.
Brentford.
We played Malmo.
He came in against
If you watch that game, Mason Mount
came in against Brentford.
But Malmo, if you look at that game against Malmo, he was all over the place, which is what he did last season. And if you look at last season, like Amy always says, I'm going to quote Amy here. Amy says, if you go into a new scene, then they must get to balm you. And last season was when they balmed Mason Mount with his hustle play. This season, I would like to see him more relaxed like today. Yeah. Like just relax, appear, reappear, one shot here, one shot there. General's performance. But it's against Norwich, so I'm not getting too excited. So to answer your question really quick, Mason Mount is far from world class. Please let this boy let him grow.
Abdullah, please don't say that again.
No, please.
Let's move on.
I know it's not the world class.
Let him grow, please.
I know it's not the world class, but some psych.
No.
Don't see you. You're a complicated Chelsea fan, right? So you shouldn't be the proper Chelsea fans.
Exactly. No.
I'm not going there because I don't know.
I'll argue any day for Mason Mount too.
I know.
Mason Mount is going to get there.
Exactly.
It's going to take him. He has to work with a coach like Tuchel for at least 5 years, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do
it's
because
all
sometimes decision making, and sometimes the way.
See, let me tell you a player that was world class as a center mid before he was 18. Cesc Fabregas.
Yes.
At 16.
We already know the kind of player he is.
Yeah. That boy, Cesc Fabregas, at 16, he was already a world class player. He was already playing. He was playing one-touch football. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, but my problem with Cesc Fabregas, apart from the fact that I don't like him because he's an Arsenal brought up, but after the reason why Cesc Fabregas was actually brought into Arsenal was because they were looking for someone to take over the legacy from Patrick Vieira in that midfield because Mo Diaby got injured. Mo Diaby was supposed to be the main man. Mo Diaby was in the same mold as Patrick Vieira, same height, same build, same everything. But I think is it hamstring or ACL? I can't remember.
Yeah, he just kept having one injury.
Yeah, but Wenger was loyal to him. Wenger paid him out all through, man. So they brought in Cesc Fabregas, thinking that Cesc Fabregas will revolutionize that midfield spot for Man U, for Arsenal. But he went in there, and guess what? It's been downhill ever since.
Yep.
Yes. No, it's not. This is history. This is history.
See, Enki. Since after
but you can't blame him. Yeah, but you can't blame him.
I'm not blaming him. No, I'm not blaming him. All I'm saying is you were brought in, you and Alexander Song.
My goodness.
I thought
he came before Alexander Song.
I know he did, but Alexander Song got worked into the system as well at the end. But what I'm trying to say is you were brought in to marshal the midfield to replace a legend in Patrick Vieira. And you shot. No. He was after the money, man. He went to Barcelona. When he went to Barcelona, he said on the
bench. He played.
Guys. Cesc Fabregas is one of the most.
He played.
No, Cesc Fabregas is one of the most brilliant businessmen in midfield football. That's all I can tell you.
Not businessman. No.
Hey, Emmy, he played.
I have no respect for that guy, man.
No. Blue
regardless of where he was, he played. I'm sorry. That's just bro. He played for Arsenal.
There's nobody that you talk about Cesc Fabregas in the Premier League. He still has the highest assist.
Of course, I know.
Right?
I know.
He has all kinds of records in the Premier League.
I know.
His name is on ice, right? In Premier League, like legacy.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. His name is on ice. It will melt away. Thank you.
No. He's going to get that Hall of Fame probably. Once he hands up his goal.
Hall of Fame for where?
He said
he'll get Premier League Hall of Fame. I'm sure. Yeah. What? Cesc Fabregas?
Yeah, he'll get a Hall of Fame. He'll get Hall of Fame.
He'll get the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he'll get a Hall of Fame.
Now,
football standards have dropped.
Doesn't mean like the boss. The way they're doing it is really sad, man. It should be a huge ceremony. It should be a bigger the way it was.
Yeah, I think with time they'll make it a bigger deal.
Yeah.
Right now they just started. I think they just had the first set, right? I think they will make the Hall of Fame for the Premier League a big deal.
The only thing,
Cesc Fabregas is a Hall of Fame player, man. Come on.
Oh, definitely.
Stop it.
For you,
stop.
not for me. For you, not for me.
No, Blue Eyes. No, I know. For sure. Yeah, I can't change your mind. But Cesc Fabregas, the things he has done in football, like that guy himself.
No, listen, Emi, when Cesc Fabregas plays, he's on. But my problem is, did he actually, his tendency with each team, I found was very, very, because tendency is also part of being a legend, like the way you stay with your team. And I found that he was just too, what's his name?
Are you talking about longevity?
Thank you.
It was after Patrick Vieira. I think he's the second highest, longest captain of Arsenal.
But still, tendency, man. I expected Cesc Fabregas to own that office hours.
He
like
owned it.
He owned it, man.
They were not ambitious.
They were not good. So
no. Fabregas was. So you want to tell me? You want to tell me Fabregas could not untangle Van Persie?
He did.
How come they still didn't
have
win?
enough? They didn't have enough.
They didn't have enough.
To win the league over Man United.
Okay, so world class. He goes to Barcelona. Nobody can bench Iniesta and Xavi. Abi? That's what you're going to say? Abi?
No, he went to Barcelona and he continued the legacy there. He kept on winning.
How? Off the bench?
No. He played. Now this guy started him now.
How many games? No, he was a fringe player when he went to Barcelona.
He was heavily involved.
He played false nine now. He played false nine.
But he was a fringe player. He wasn't active.
He wasn't a fringe though. He was
before
active.
They bought Luis Suarez. Before Barcelona bought Luis Suarez from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Cesc Fabregas was their false nine.
Yeah, but there's no way Cesc Fabregas comes to Chelsea if he wasn't a fringe player.
He was He came back to Chelsea because Mourinho showed him the blueprint. Hey, I want to build a team that will win the Premier League this season. I already bought Diego Costa. All I need is you.
But it doesn't make sense. If I look at the season before Cesc Fabregas came to Chelsea, and I look at his game, how many games he played versus.
They won.
But he didn't. No, can somebody check? I want to see if he was actually.
Let's move on.
Yeah. 2013, 2014 Barcelona. Yeah, check.
No, I don't. But for me, and this is to Chelsea fans, please don't mention Cesc Fabregas when you're talking about Chelsea legends. Please.
Let's move on.
Chalk on the board. It's like chalk on the board, man. Kai. I know that is if I hear it. First of all, I think about that fight, that huge brawl.
Him and Lampard.
And Mikel Obi. Yeah, that was 20.
He played 55 games. He played 55 games. 13, 14.
Do you know where Cesc Fabregas comes from? He's a Catalan. Catalan.
I know
troublemakers, right?
Yeah.
Like Pep Guardiola is a Catalan. Piqué is a Catalan.
Yeah, Catalan. Yeah.
All these guys.
I remember when he orchestrated that fight, man. I almost entered TV that day.
You know how many fights that Cesc Fabregas against Arsenal when Arsenal played Manchester United? He threw pizza at Alex Ferguson though.
Yeah.
He threw a plate of pizza on Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
Fabregas played 55 games before he came to Chelsea. He played 55 games.
How many? A total of 55 games with Barcelona, right?
That season alone.
That 2013, 2014.
Yeah, 55 games. Okay, 55 games. And how many of them were 90-minute game appearances?
I'm gonna check right now.
Okay. I'm just curious, man.
But if he had played in 55 games, then that's a lot. Exactly.
Tell me.
I'll check it.
Yeah, check. I'm just curious.
If someone plays 55 games this season, even if it comes 10 minutes.
It's 55 minutes. 10 minutes. That's 550 minutes.
Let's move on.
That's
let's move on.
Minutes, though.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like Mason Mount's not world class, man. He's not world class.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, just to finish up with with the game analysis for that Chelsea game, Mason Mount's not world class. I really, my takeaway for today's game, I'm very, very narrow-minded, was Mason Mount's first goal. That's what I want to see most of these kids doing. Just let the ball do the work for you. My brother, the way he let that ball roll through.
We have to admire Jorginho's layoff to Jorginho's
layoff. Exactly. And then the other one, let's not talk about that pass to what's his name? Reece James. No, Reece James.
Hey, but Blue Eye, you've not giving our new assist master some credits in Mateo Kovacic.
That's what I was really going to talk about. I was really going to talk about Kovacic.
He has five assists in 9 games. Just
Labil Pogba have 7.
I'll tell you for this game, I was really impressed. Well, I was impressed with Kova and Cho. I was temporarily impressed with Cho.
What does temporarily mean? What does that mean?
You know what pissed me off?
What?
Why what's his name? Tuchel. I don't like the fact that this boy only got 60 minutes. I hate it.
Tuchel?
Cho.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
For me.
No. Listen. Listen, let me land it.
Let him land.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
Land the plane.
Let me land the plane. Listen, Cho had a fantastic first half, and I was expecting that he was going to play 90 minutes, and so the story will continue. But I still don't know still don't see what Tuchel is seeing in this guy that he cannot give him 90 minutes. And you guys might want to tell me that this is player management or game management, but in a game like this, especially against a Norwich side that opened up everywhere, and still,
I think it's something about, if I can answer you though.
Yes, please,
so,
please.
Tuchel, so why I think Tuchel is looking at his options. We have how many games? We have 2 games in the space of 5 days. He's looking at it like, okay, we've won this game. Let me take out players that I cannot replace, or players that I know I'll need in the next game, and let me give other guys a chance. He brought in
Barkley, Ziyech,
Loftus-Cheek. He brought in Ziyech and he brought in Barkley.
So why did he play Mount? Doesn't he need Mount next game?
He knows Mount has a good engine, and that Mount, he knew Mount was on a hat trick. He wanted to see whether probably that's to me, that's what he was thinking. Mount was already on a hat trick, right? He was on 2 goals. He had scored 2 goals already at the time, and he was like, okay, this guy can just get his first career hat trick. And let me even tell you, since Hazard left Chelsea, no player has scored a hat trick in Stamford Bridge. This is his first hat trick.
Yeah, no Chelsea player or no
Chelsea player since 2018. Yes.
2018. Yeah.
Wait, I thought Tammy got a hat trick. Tammy got a hat trick.
No, at Stamford Bridge.
At Stamford
Bridge. Oh, at Stamford Bridge. Okay.
What? Not even William?
Even William.
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They'll say no.
The last hat trick was by Eden Hazard.
Wow.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Why the game against Villa probably? Eden Hazard against Villa probably.
Was he Villa or West Ham? Right?
One of the two. Yeah, West Ham. True.
I think it was West Ham. I think it was his last. That was his last Stamford Bridge Premier League game when he dribbled the whole West Ham team.
That game, man. Chat.
And someone is telling me that Eden Hazard is a wash.
What do you mean?
No, many people say it. So many people don't see. Many Chelsea fans don't really rate Eden Hazard, and those guys are really sad people. I tell them you have a sad life.
You're sad. You're sad.
I'll tell you the truth. The first 6 months, I couldn't stand Eden Hazard because of the discipline I had. The discipline I come from watching Chelsea. We never had that kind of a flashy player except for Zola. Zola was close. Yeah. So I was very, very critical. I really wanted Eden Hazard to compact himself and be more defensive. After towards the end of the season, I'm like, we need this guy. Listen,
that first season, he was wearing number 17. Yeah. It's just a matter of time. This guy is going to be our number 10.
This guy was dribbling.
I'm not lying. Maybe that number 10 jersey is heavy for Pulisic or anybody else that's going to wear it, because I will keep comparing it to Eden Hazard, man. Because Eden Hazard won games by himself. Do you know how many games that guy won by himself? Like
so many.
He's like, give me the ball. Like that is one guy that doesn't run away. They say he doesn't train well.
I know.
What's that white line? Give me the ball. Give me this ball. Let me face this guy. Man. And I was telling someone that Eden Hazard was the best player in the Premier League for most of the times he was in Premier League. Maybe only one season, maybe that 2015, 2016 season was the only blip. But from that 2012 to 2018, apart from that season,
he was the talk of the town.
Nobody came close.
Nobody.
Nobody. And there was Salah. Even I always tell people that Salah respects Eden Hazard. Like Eden Hazard and Bros.
Wow.
Yes. It's just that Eden Hazard played football for fun, right? He just
exactly
just a happy guy. He's those kind of people where we say, he will just tell you, say, oh, you say I won't play us tomorrow, Abi. Okay, no worry now. We'll see for field. Finish.
Exactly.
We'll see for field. As in, it's not those kind of people that will say, man, my start, I ran 20 kilometers, I dribbled 200 people, No. And the other is, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shy away. He never shied away from the ball, even all the tackles he got. He was the most foul player in the Premier League for all the seasons he played in the Premier League.
That's why I say I've never seen an honest player like Eden Hazard, because you foul him, he will get up. He doesn't look for no red card, yellow card, or try to pretend.
No. I never saw for once when a player fouled Eden Hazard that he gestured to the referee and said,
exactly. No, never.
Just dust himself up and keep going. And
I understand why
he will wait for you and he will catch you again and he will disgrace you. He must do you that thing, he must do it to you. He must get you.
I'll never forget what he did to Coquelin, Arsenal, man. Hey!
Franco Kelly. Francesco Kelly.
He knocked Coquelin out like a heavyweight boxer.
Coquelin didn't know.
Coquelin didn't know what was happening.
No, he didn't.
It's like Deontay Wilder versus them Tyson Fury.
Oh my days.
He carried Coquelin. He used Coquelin's momentum against him.
Oh my!
It was amazing.
That was a real game.
That was a real game.
Fighting against his inertia, like he couldn't stop. He couldn't stop himself. He couldn't help himself.
Well said.
Guys, the reason is because now people the Hazard in Premier League then is different than the Hazard now, because people doesn't rate him just because of the issues he's having in Madrid, and I can understand why. Why are people advocating? Does he come to the EPL and mostly come back to Chelsea and perform and prove to the world, my name is Eden Hazard, I can still do it in world football. I can still do it, but I think he still has that ability to do it for me. I think he has that ability.
And then see, I still say this till tomorrow. See that second leg of Madrid Chelsea. Eden Hazard, if he wanted to punish Chelsea, I swore the guy could have scored, but I saw he was kicking the ball straight to Mendy. I could swear. See, Abdullahi, if Eden Hazard say today, I'll score 3 goals. He will. Run. He go do it.
He go score 5.
He will score. Yes, he will.
It's that kind of player.
Abdullahi,
against us in the semi-final.
Let me answer this phone call. You guys hang in there. I want to hear Amy and NK's version of their feel for this game. I want to hear what they have to say about this game. Give me 10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
I'll be right back. All right, man. I'll be right back.
No problem. So yeah, the thing about if I start talking about Eden Hazard, I get
it's a long Hazard journey to Chelsea is a long story, very long story.
I love that boy.
See, even if Chelsea buy him now, I will not even get angry.
Abdullahi, do you know that many games, they still show the guys' highlights on Chelsea app? Yes, how many ex-players? They don't show a lot of Lampard, they don't show a lot of Ballack, they don't show a lot of Drogba. But you see Hazard, they still show Hazard. Am I lying?
No.
In Chelsea app, every 2 weeks, there must be a Hazard.
There's no do the international break too.
There must be a Hazard video.
Hazard video, I know. Because that's how good of a player he is.
And let me not lie, I believe, they said Abramovich actually gave me a blank check and said, how much do you want to earn? I'm ready to pay any amount you want.
Yeah.
They gave him 350. They said
350. And no, 350 and he should become the Chelsea club captain before Aspilicueta. Then
exactly.
Yeah, 350 and become Chelsea club captain. And Marana and the board already, that's what they proposed to him. 350 and you're the club captain. You decide what you want on the pitch. But as I said, because of the love he has for Madrid and Zinedine Zidane, he wanted to leave for Madrid. If not, he will have stayed. And who knows? Who knows? He could have won the UCL. He could. Who knows?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
could.
I believe
If that happened, then I think there won't be no debate about him being a trash player. I think he will be for me overall best in the world in terms of talent.
Yeah, the injuries didn't help because I believe him and Benzema, if Hazard was fully fit, him and Benzema, boy.
No,
but, you know, it's just
Enki, you know, I'm still saying that semi-final, Hazard would have punished us if he
decided not to do it.
He just didn't want. He couldn't stand it because he saw it as, man, this is a club that needs up. You know,
I don't know about that, Emmy. I don't know about that, man.
Enki, there was one opportunity.
I know the opportunity.
He had dribbled Aspi.
Aspi, yeah.
He had Mendy on toast. Hazard doesn't miss that.
He doesn't miss that in Chelsea.
Do you know what he did? Do you know Hazard did? Do you know Hazard did? He waited for Mendy to cover where he wanted to play and shot the ball.
Yeah, and Mendy pushed it.
And Mendy punched the ball out.
He punched the ball out. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the play, Abdullah. Enke,
yeah, I know the play. Hazard in Chelsea doesn't miss that.
Enke, that was one player that if he tells you he's going to dish. See what he did to Tottenham now in 2016.
Oh, I remember that game.
In 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, he trounced their whole season. He told them, you guys think you come and win in Stamford Bridge? Not on my watch.
You killed their hopes immediately. You killed them with their hope.
Immediately Hazard equalized that goal. And you know they show that goal almost every time. Like
when they equalize immediately, they show
that goal. They show that goal for, you know, they show it every time. They show it maybe, you know, all these, you know, match of the day. They show it.
Yeah, is a player Chelsea will never forget.
No. I don't think
he was carrying the club.
Yeah, he carried the club. I don't think we'll ever replace. So when people say we'll ever replace Eden Hazard, I don't think we'll be able to replace him.
No, not. It'll be the guy's own version. No one can replace the guy, man. Yeah. That was too special, man.
No,
he was, and people forget about that, which is crazy. But you know, it is what it is.
I don't blame HH loving Hazard, but the love HH love for Hazard is just true.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, I am also a big Hazard fan.
I'm a huge Hazard fan, man. I'm a huge Hazard fan.
I don't understand where people are that say, oh, he was just a player. I'm just like, geez. Then some people say compare Mason Mount with Hazard. I'm like, stop.
No.
Don't make this worse. Like, you guys are putting too much pressure on this small boy.
No.
He's not closer. He's not done anything that Hazard did at that age. And he can't carry a game by himself.
Yeah, Hazard, because I remember that I think after the Europa League he said it, Odoi is the new face of Chelsea, and he will be. Because he said the club.
Who said that?
Hazard. The Europa League final said it. The club and the fans just need to trust his ability. He said it. I can see him becoming the face of Chelsea Football Club because he has that ability.
They asked him about Hudson that day.
He asked him, and he said he has. He came out and he even pointed to Odoi and told Odoi to come. He said, "This is the new face of Chelsea Football Club." He pointed him out and told him, that is the new face of Chelsea Football Club. That is the new face. People need to keep an eye and watch him. He is the new face because he has that raw talent and ability.
Yeah. See,
when I say that something, you should know that.
Abdullahi, do you know you guys saw Odoi today?
I saw him today, but
let me keep quiet. Wait, let me not say anything. They call me mad. So let me.
Do you know that Hudson Odoi is better than Sancho?
I said this.
He said what?
Hudson Odoi is better than Sancho.
Yes,
because Sancho is now playing in Premier League. He's not playing that Bundesliga, Ashawo League. He's now playing in Premier League with men. He cannot beat a man. Sancho cannot beat a man.
Okay, you go last.
I'm not gonna listen. I love
Abdullahi. Sancho.
I appreciate Sancho. I'm not gonna go hard on him. Sure, better.
Abdullahi, Sancho is so poor. He's so poor that you don't even hear
people say. People say it's because of Ronaldo's shadow. That's the reason Sancho was poor.
It's not Ronaldo. It's not Ronaldo. Sancho is a star. Sancho is
the superstar. Do you know what the Borussia Dortmund?
Sancho was the marquee signing.
Do you know what the Borussia Dortmund?
Wait. See. Sancho was the marquee signing for Manchester United last summer.
Mm-hmm.
not Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They bought Ronaldo on the last day of the transfer window.
The transfer, yeah.
The main transfer was Sancho.
Yeah, it was Sancho, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
remember they were ready to pay 100 and something the previous summer. And then this last summer they paid 73. So you can't say, oh, no. Sancho was their marquee signing, and it's not because Ronaldo he's been trash. He's just been trash because he was trash in Man City before Pep actually said, "Oh, you want to go? You think you're all that? Oh, yeah, go now."
You're being too harsh on the guy, man. You're being too harsh.
No, because I'm not being too harsh.
It's not being. It's about being reality and fact.
I respect Sancho.
Pep had Sancho and Foden on that under 17 English team, right? Foden was the MVP of that tournament, right? And Pep was like, he talked to Foden, he talked to Sancho. Sancho said no, that Sterling, all these guys are playing ahead of him. You guys are bought even Bernardo Silva. Where is he going to play? And he just said he wants to leave. Sancho left Man City on very bad terms. Like it was not good terms at all. He walked away from the club. Yeah, he said he wants to leave, and they didn't want to lose him for free. So I think they just collected like €1 million or so from Dortmund, and that's how he went to Dortmund. And in the German, I watch the Bundesliga, Abdullah.
I also watch the Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga,
it's not fun for me to watch.
They give you space. They give you too much space. You can express yourself. You can even hold the ball, start doing juggle ball, and nobody's going to come close to you. You can't do that in the Premier League. In the Premier League, they're on your face. Every opponent you play, apart from Norwich, everybody you play, you can't do that against Brentford. They'll break your leg.
Because see, I love what you say, and the way you point it out. I rate Odoi, but you see, my love for him is I need this performance in a consistent level. Then you see that argument. I don't
at that age, Abdullahi, that means you're asking for Mbappe level. At
that age, a 21-year-old, 20-year-old cannot be that consistent.
No, we will have some updates.
No, they'll have some off days unless you're Mbappe though, or you're.
They'll have stretch.
Mbappe to always have an off days too. It does have
so even sometimes you when Mbappe plays, you be like, you find out, oh, he's now really playing like a 22-year-old. Do you understand? Because he's still young. He'll make mistakes.
Yeah.
Only very few youngsters I've seen that have kept it consistent. One of those players is actually Karim Benzema. When he was at Lyon, and when he was a 20-year-old in Lyon, he started playing at 17.
Yeah.
At 18, 19, he was their captain of Lyon. Then Lyon was winning the league back to back. They won it 6-7 years in a row in the early 2000s before he moved to Madrid at 21. Madrid bought Benzema at 21. Benzema was a generational player at the age of 18. Everybody was already saying, this guy is going to be the next big thing. So only very few players at that age, or Tinodoi's age, that will play consistent. No, that means you're asking for the sun.
You're also for too much.
Yeah, you're asking for the sun.
Until
Hudson-Odoi, let me tell you, until Hudson-Odoi is 24, 25, then he will have that consistency. And that's hoping that he's developing and, the coach is actually trusting to give him games.
First goal of 7 for them today. First of 3 for him.
What's that?
Abla, is that you? Be careful of copyright, man.
Oh, my bad. You guys can hear it?
Yeah, that's copyright right there. They'll ban your this.
Make an advice. I thought the guys did not hear it. So, NK, give me a talk on your boy.
I mean, he had a great game. Emmy, what? Am I supposed to be am I supposed to be surprised? I mean, we know what the boy can do.
Nobody is surprised.
I'm not gonna say too much,
because all we want for him.
I wish Sam was here, but Sam, if you're hearing it,
there's no Abdullahi. There's no you can't get considered from Odoi. He's 24. So unless you just want to set unrealistic targets.
And I don't want to put the pressure on him. It's too small for that.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
And I'm happy though. I'm happy because everybody wanted him to get that playing time.
He scored today. He scored a beautiful goal.
That was a sublime goal. That was
and
you have to give Kovacic.
Kovacic, well done. Kovacic, well done. Clap.
That pass.
Yes. Your
It's as if Kovacic has been hearing what Sam and all those people have been saying.
Yeah, me as well. Nice.
Even me.
He even gave Chilwell another assist again.
Yeah, he had 2 assists today.
2 assists. He was the man of the match for me, but they gave it to me somehow. So I understand.
Yeah, he was just amazing. But in everything though, today's game is just a blessing because it shows that without Werner and Lukaku, we can play a different way, right? And we can play that fluid style of football. So I'm not.
People say 7-0 was flattering.
No, it was not. Actually, we deserved it because we didn't stop the intensity all through the game. If you look at the expected goals chart, it was consistent through the entire.
You know the funny part? Somebody in Africa, he put Chelsea versus Norwich 0-0.
I know the boy now. The boy is on that football fan tribe. The guy lost now. He's not a Chelsea fan. He's an Arsenal fan. That boy. He's an Arsenal fan.
Oh yeah, I remember it. Fox Soccer. I remember that. Yeah,
Fox Soccer report. Yep.
Yeah, I do.
When Fox Soccer used to have the Premier League, yeah.
Yeah. I know. But now no more.
Yeah, it used to be Fox Soccer and Setanta.
Yeah.
Setanta Sports. Anyway, yeah. So that was what I felt about the game. I think today.
But a question pops out today, and it's been disturbing the theory. I don't know if you know about it.
Who is that?
I said Chelsea play much better without Romelu Lukaku.
Oh my days!
Whatever. Let them talk. Whatever.
Let them talk. So I didn't saying that with Lukaku we can't play fluid front line. The problem, let me tell you, the problem of the line. The problem is the way Tuchel deploys Lukaku, and Tuchel continues to call Lukaku a reference point, and that's not right because the guy is really not a reference point.
No reference point.
First of all, his first touch is not as consistent, right? Stop. His first touch is not
but
as
the thing is, before you go,
right?
Because
if you want to play someone as a reference point, that person should be able to grab that ball, turn around, and lay someone through, right? But it's not his game.
He does it in Inter Milan.
Lukaku's game is put the ball on the run for me. Put the ball on the run. Do you understand? Let me face their post and let me use my power to actually, maneuver them and find a half a yard and shoot a goal with either my left leg or my right leg. Just like that goal he scored against France in the Nations League. That is Lukaku's game. Lukaku plays in the half space. Lukaku is not a point man. He's not a target man.
It's not even a vocal number 9.
He's not even about vocal. He talks, he screams. But the thing is, we're using him wrongly. And that I think it's Tuchel. It's not Lukaku. Lukaku can play what Havertz played today. He can. The problem is the way we deploy him. And every time we play him, we now want him to play post-up football. There's no such as post-up football. I know there's post-up basketball.
Yeah, if you want to post-up football, keep Giroud. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I really don't understand.
If you want to play post-up football, then you keep Giroud. Or you go buy Zeko. Eddie Zeko. Right?
Yeah.
Those are boys that play post-up.
Am I hearing what I'm hearing? My goodness.
No.
No, you're not hearing. You're not hearing. But what I'm saying, Blue Eyes is, Abdullahi brought up a point that in the timeline, a lot of people were saying we scored 7 goals today without Lukaku and Werner, and the team appeared to be more fluid.
Did we talk about this yesterday, gentlemen? Did we talk about this yesterday?
Wait, Blue Eyes, wait. Let me say something.
Yes.
Havertz today did not have a good game.
That not defend that match.
But let me tell you something.
Okay, do you know why Havertz did not have a good game?
Why?
it's because the same problem our striker still doesn't have a good game is because we don't have that player that can release our number 9.
No. Okay, let's. Okay, guys. Take a deep breath. Relax. Thank you. guys. Relax. Let's start. Let's take it back to. Let's take it back to where it all began. What is the definition of false 9?
A false 9 is a player that doesn't, or a system where the most advanced player is not fixed at a position. Is actually that particular player rotates in and out, from the zone 14, which is just in front of the box 18. So he's all around there.
Let me go get my food. I'll be back.
He drops. Yeah. So that's a false 9 system.
No, but okay, there's one thing you didn't mention about the false 9. There's something you're missing about the false 9. Yes. I think, in my humble opinion, maybe if I mention it, maybe I'll be wrong, but there's something you're missing, and I feel it's the major component. In a false 9 system, there is no defined striker. It is a composition of midfielders.
Yes, that's true.
It is a composition of midfielders. So what happened is Kai Havertz did not have football impact, but he had gravitational impact. He was always moving. He was always moving. So what that does is
people out
thank you.
Out of position.
Look at the people that scored now. You can tell from the people that scored the goals where the spaces came from. And let me tell you, Kai Havertz might not have intentionally did it though. It's not like he's saying, now let me just be running into spaces. No, it's just the fact that people know, that players know that if you give him 1 inch, he will punish you.
Yeah, he'll punish you. And he's a clinical player, right?
Yes. But in terms of football impact, he was horrible.
Yeah. Football. So that's so when I was analyzing the game with some of my friends, they pointed that out again and said, look at let's isolate Kai Havertz today, right? Did he get enough service? Do you think he got enough service? I now said, that's true. I didn't even think of it that way. I was thinking of analyzing it with the scorers and everything. Really, Kai Havertz probably touched the ball not as many times as he should have, right? And the thing is, like you said, he was drawing people around and opening space for other people. And also, when opposition know Hudson-Odoi is in the field, they know that he has the ability to actually cause even more mayhem in their defensive line.
Absolutely.
So with Kai Havertz and Odoi dragging people everywhere, there was space. People for like Mason Mount could get space in the zone.
Thank you.
See that place he scored. He shot that ball. That is first goal. That place is normally covered by a center defender, right?
That was a golden goal.
There was nobody there because one person was on Havertz. The other person was double teaming with on Cho. Yeah, with the fullback. And that's where Mason Mount realized that, dropped into that, that D and just collected the ball and shot straight.
Pick that pocket, man.
Yeah. So if you isolate those instances, you see that true. Does Chelsea really need to play with a striker?
No, we can't start now. We can't start now to ask those questions because we can't. No, if that's the case, because when the questions were being asked pre-recruitment, people were coming with bulldozers and bazooka to try to blow people's heads off. So now that we're in it, we need to work it out. And the only way we work this thing out is Lukaku has to learn our system. Quick! The system is more than the individual. That is Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Sorry,
go ahead. And I also said it.
Yeah,
I think Tuchel also himself need to implement Lukaku in a very right way. He's implementing it in the wrong way for me.
Lukaku just needs to it's simple, man. Lukaku needs to do what Kai Havertz did today. I rest my case. You don't need to score.
No, but Blue Eyes. You know what? How is it possible that he won't score? Blue Eyes. Hold on. They're already counting. They're already counting for him. They already said he's gone 7 games without scoring.
Amy, hold on. If Lukaku plays in a game for 90 minutes where he is as fluid as Kai Havertz and we score 4 goals, nobody will talk about Lukaku after that game.
No, they will say he has not scored.
He has not scored, yeah.
But all I'm trying to say is, for Lukaku right now, since the goals are not coming, well,
no.
God forbid, the goals will come.
No, Blue Eyes, you can't say that. You can't say that. He's a striker. He's judged on his goals. Every game he plays, remember, his goal ratio to games drops if he doesn't score, right?
That's
He's a
true.
striker.
No, but I was saying it earlier before you jumped on that I will take 17 big goals from Lukaku than a total of 25 goals from anyhow. If you understand what I mean, I'll rather Lukaku. I'd rather Lukaku go on a drought against Burnley and not score 4, but score 1 against Juventus for second round for Champions League.
But NK, I'm sorry, Blue Eyes. People will judge Lukaku at the end of this season on how many goals he has scored. They'll compare it to what he did at Italy.
No.
So
I think
even if we win the league, people are going to say Lukaku only scored 12 goals in the Premier League. Only 12.
Yeah, no. 50. I think he's going to score. He's going to score about 25 goals. But
where? How? He's going to miss. He's going to miss game 10. He scored only 4 in.
So now you're asking that question. How?
Yeah.
So you want to tell me that Lukaku between now and end of season cannot put together 20 goals?
No, in the Premier League, no.
No, total.
See, okay, let's analyze it this way.
No, I'm just saying total goals.
Let's analyze it this way. He has scored 4 currently, right?
Yes.
So next week we'll play Newcastle in game 10, right?
And he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
So the next game he's going to play is going to be Burnley, right? That's game 11. So let's
is possibility. We don't know if he's gonna be fit.
Exactly. So let's assume he's gonna miss next week.
Fine. Right? No, I get it. I get what you're trying to say.
Game 11, right?
Yeah.
And if you subtract, so there'll be 27.
Games. You're close to half the season.
Yes. You've already done it almost a third of the season. So he's gonna have 27 more games to score 12 goals.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Games, he'll score 12 goals.
But
that's a lot.
Why are you questioning the fact that he could potentially do it though? Why?
I don't think in 27 games he scored. Why has he not done it consistently in the first 8 games he played?
So then fine. So now that one is out of the system now, so let's be realistic. Where do we see Lukaku at the end of this season? How many goals?
At the end of this season,
yes.
Blue Eyes, if he scores 15 goals,
now we are talking. You see?
15, 16 goals. And NK Dons, I know what you're about to say because this is a trap. I know you say, then why did we sell Tammy? Tammy was scoring us 15 goals.
No.
Emmy, guys,
hold on. NK, before you go, sorry. It doesn't matter which striker we sign. Even if we signed Messi wouldn't have scored more than 15 goals on his first attempt at Chelsea.
So, Blue Eyes, are you now saying that Chelsea does not play for their striker?
Thank you.
Yes,
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
have I hit the real nerve? That's
exactly. Now you're talking.
There's a reason why I said Haaland's not touching 15. There's a reason why I said Haaland. I mean, the Haaland, my goal is realistically, if he gets 15, I'm fine because I know this club. They don't They don't really. Let's be honest. They don't really know what they don't really know how to. They don't really know how to. Let's be honest.
So
so all I'm saying is our strikers, our successful strikers. You know what made them successful? They were hunters. They were hunters. Yeah, thank you, dogs. They were hunters. Yeah, they go and get their own goals. They go and get their own goals, system or no system. So that's why sometimes when they have a drought, when big players like Drogba have a drought, you be okay. You know that when they score that one goal.
But Costa didn't really have a drought, though.
No, he did. He was off and on. Oh, come on. He did.
He had one drought. He had one drought.
But the thing is,
I'm taking out that season that everybody was rubbish, 2015-16. But in 2014-15, he scored 19 goals in the Premier League.
But that's what I'm saying.
With the reason why 11 assists or so.
Costa's not what saved Costa, but what Costa's differentiator is that Costa scores big goals.
Big goals, yeah. His goals had weight.
Yes. So if he goes on a drought for a year, the one goal he scores after that 1 year, you forget that 1 year, Seth.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Champions League winners, final winners. Now there you go see Diego Costa.
Yeah, he was
against Arsenal at derby games. Any derby game, he's guaranteed 2 goals.
Congratulations,
Abdullahi.
Sorry, sir.
They'll buy your channel.
You guys are hearing. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Mute your mic.
Be careful, though.
Hold on. I don't know if you guys are hearing. Are you seriously hearing?
Be careful.
Yeah, we are.
What? What in heaven? What was that? I was trying to even put the volume down. It's like, are you guys hearing? Lord, continue.
So, guys, what's your take on this game, man?
I think
I haven't heard your take on this game.
I watched the match, and I think for me,
which match?
The Norwich match, and I was impressed with the way we played. Yes, Kai didn't play that much in the way I wanted him to play, but I can understand why. I understand why, because it's why the first 9 is been a long time since he's been in that system. Lukaku has been the vocal number 9. Despite Abad being not informed, Lukaku has been the number 9. So I can understand why it's totally little, but I can also see why because the way Kai play bring people into the game a lot, you open up space for Mason or Doy, another kind of guy that comes into play. I can understand that. And it's
the Hudson.
I wouldn't say relax, I wouldn't say Kai Havertz is that physical player, but when you give him that chances in terms of scoring goals, he can score that goal. But I noticed something about him since he signed for Chelsea Football Club. I think Kai Havertz is one of these kind of lazier player in terms of the way
lazy. He's not lazy.
No. Let me explain very well. Wait. What I mean
run around aimlessly.
Wait. What I mean is, when you look at other kind of players, when I say lazy, I mean in terms of when you play against other opposition, give Kai Havertz the ball. Off your TV, you know what you're gonna get. You know he's gonna deliver. But what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying in terms of lazy is that when they expect him to pull the trigger, Havertz does pull the trigger. Mostly his touches is sublime and brilliant because when giving the ball,
you using lazy, people will look at it and say he doesn't run enough for the team. But
I see. When I use lazy.
Covered ground.
When I use lazy, I can define lazy in different.
No, don't define lazy. Abdullah, people take it out of context. Even if you say someone is lazy,
don't use lazy.
It means that the person doesn't put in enough effort. Period.
I'm hearing Havertz and Ozil in this. Come on.
Havertz is stronger and faster than Ozil.
I don't know. I'm saying the Champions League.
Wait. Lukaku and Werner are missing only 2 games. Norwich and Southampton on Tuesday.
I don't think so. Werner has an hamstring. Hamstring is 3 to 4 weeks, man.
3 to 4 weeks. So Lukaku could be back for Newcastle or Burnley.
I don't even know if they will play till the international window.
But because Tuchel said it's not much.
No, don't mind all those things. That's just wash. That's just to calm you guys down. It's just wash. Abdullah, you play ball.
I know.
Because if you have an hamstring injury, it's 3 to 4 weeks.
I'm not talking about Timo. I'm talking about Lukaku.
Even Lukaku twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his agent came out and said he has a personal picture that is working on him to beg him. Relax. What's all this bullshit?
Relax. That's why they said Pulisic is 10 days, about 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, don't get me started.
Emi, you talk about Pulisic. I was the Los Angeles, California face today, and I was pissed off. You know why? Because Chelsea fans that turn up because Pulisic wasn't playing. That motivation,
I saw it. Yeah,
you see that drive wasn't there. It was only few people that was. It's like somebody's grumbling. Maybe someone's grumbling.
Yeah, they were not happy. They were not happy.
They are happy, but the happiness is not like the happiness is like 2/10 or 3/10.
Yeah, because all the
Pulisic.
Yeah,
no Pulisic. So the happiness was like, just imagine Pulisic and he scored an hat-trick. Oh Lord in heaven.
When they did
remember his debut against Burnley when they came.
Yes, when they did the Fan Fest.
That was when Pulisic scored that trick.
I was there when in that Burnley match, his debut where he scored that hat trick. That whole day,
America
fans they sang even after the match, everybody they were singing, or more.
Really? That's a bit crazy, you know.
People must that Burnley hat trick,
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were singing Pulisic name all around.
The boy has potential.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Wow,
guys,
Pulisic is probably really big in America.
I'll call back.
Yeah.
Just give me like 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
The boy has potential.
Yeah, yes, but my issue with it is injury. Injury. But I think if you can stay fit, we will enjoy Pulisic a lot. We will. I just pray to God that he can stay fit for the whole entire season. Lord in heaven. Just imagine that. How much will I enjoy him?
You will.
Whatever, man. I have Hudson. I'm okay, man. Hudson had a
good game today, man.
Not good. He had a very good game. Very good game.
He had a very good game today.
Yeah.
And you see what I always preach about.
He plays so well, though.
Let me answer this question. What did Hudson-Odoi do today that was different?
Oh my! Are you gonna? Let me guess. Are you gonna start talking about how he didn't cut inside? Oh my gosh!
Because in the
he hugged the lines. That's true. That's why we got that goal.
In the 5 minutes or 2 minutes, there was an assist to give to Mason Mount. Mason Mount scoffed. He played into the goalkeeper. I don't know if you guys see that. He dribbled the defender 1v1 and he laid the pass. I was like, Mason, Josh, shoot! And Mason just shoot the ball into the keeper. I was like, what kind of shot is this, Mason? What do you mean all this, man? And now you'll be blaming
that pass from Mason to Reece James was the nastiest thing I saw this afternoon. That pass was disgusting. That
was a close-eyes pass.
That pass was just disrespectful. Man. You don't do that.
Reminded me of Kaya Vat chip when he's
You don't do that, man. You don't. Who does that? When I saw that pass, I'm like, who does that? Hi. He put it on a plate.
You don't talk about Mateo Kovacic want to Odoi. That was
a walk
money as well. That was money as well.
Sublime.
But you know why?
Can Kovacic be doing this every day?
No,
we will not abuse him anymore.
You know why Kovacic saw that pass? It's because Hudson-Odoi ran the lines. That's what I'm trying to say. If Hudson-Odoi can hug the lines, he will be nasty.
And I understand what you may be pissed off with Tuchel just because the way he's been talking about it. But I think he's challenging him to become a better player.
Yeah, that's right.
He's challenging him to become a better player. What Odoi needs to just do is keep his emotion and his mentality down. He will become he will become someone everybody in world football look up to. But he just needs to keep his mentality down. What Tuchel is doing is not hating him. It's making him a better player. He is making him a better player.
No, but apart from that though, learn to play on the wings, man.
Oh my goodness.
Apart from that, that's it.
Oh my goodness.
Bring that.
Because if they can perform like this every day, when Lukaku and Timo Werner when they come back, it will be hard for Odoi to sit down on the bench. It will be hard.
Yeah,
if you can be giving this performance out week in and week out, it will be hard.
That Mason Mount pass, man.
Which one? To Reece James?
To Reece James, man. That's called the ball is on a rope.
That pass?
On a rope. It's on a string, man.
You see what the commentator said? That pass. He said you can tell they did this in the training ground.
Yeah.
That pass was disgusting. That was an ugly. It was a very ugly pass.
That was even better. Did you see your final pass, Unko?
No. This pass. We're talking about this pass today.
I know. I saw the pass.
No, it's a mature man's pass, man.
Did you see why you can't Blue Eyes? You see why you can't take Loftus-Cheek's running away from him? Do you see the way he collected that ball?
Yeah, Mason Mount's final? Was fantastic, man. He was fantastic. But what? I'm not sure what's going on with Loftus-Cheek. I thought he was going to start today.
Tuchel said he wanted him to start, but later he made the decision last minute.
I thought he was going to start today.
Tuchel
why did he not play?
Tuchel said he was going to start. That he told him on Saturday morning that he will start. Then sorry, Friday night he will start. Then in the morning, towards the early morning,
they changed their mind.
He changed his mind. Yeah, he said he changed his mind towards early morning. He changed his mind. That Ruben was angry that he wanted to play, was inching to start the match. He wanted to show it off. But he said he changed his mind in the last minute. That he understand Ruben's angriness, and you understand that.
Hey, can somebody tell me what Kovacic did today that was different?
Relax.
Weight of pass.
Weight of pass is different.
No, something else. That's true. Weight of pass was amazing. What else?
Yeah. Limited running.
Aye, my brother. You know football. You know football.
Limited running. It was like Tuchel told him to hold his position. Hold.
My brother, you know football, man.
Tell us you're watching Blue Eyes and Sound.
I'm telling you.
You're wondering Kovacic. And they
my brother, you know football, man. You know
if you
football.
mess up, I will chop your head.
Your answer is class. That's exactly what happened here, man. Kovacic. His work rate went from 120% to like 70%, but his output doubled because he was like Enke was saying.
Because NBC Sport gave him the man of the match, but Sky Sport gave it to Mason Mount. No, Sky Sport gave it to Mason Mount.
Yo, and something else that you didn't mention is passes from deep, which is what I've been crying for since.
And he did it. It was sublime.
The beauty about passing from deep, the other team doesn't have.
You also know what you also know what helps him a lot.
What?
Having Jorginho beside him helps him a lot.
Nah, Jorginho was badass today.
I noticed something. Yes, I noticed something. When Conte play with Kovacic struggles a lot when he plays. I noticed it. Yes, he struggles a lot. But when Jorginho plays with Conte, when Jorginho plays with Mateo Kovacic, there's more freedom and there's more flair in the way he plays football.
I never pay attention to the.
I watched that, and
it makes sense.
That's surprising to hear from you. I appreciate that, but from you,
I watch football. So sometimes I just want to. I don't want to talk too much. I'm like, okay, let's see how everything unfold. Because I've seen it happen a lot. I've seen it when Kovacic and Conte plays. There's something called disagreement between the two of them.
Wow.
Between them, they'll be like, who's gonna be the one sitting? Who's gonna go forward? But when Jorginho plays, Jorginho knows, Oga Kovacic, you go forward first. Then after that, you take over from me. You come back, I will go forward. Watch Jorginho and Kovacic closely. Just watch them closely. You will see there's a communication between them. Because one knows his job, the other knows his job. But Conte Kovacic plays, there's a disagreement between them. It can never work. And Tuchel knows that. He knows it doesn't work. It doesn't. People don't even understand that, but I have seen it. It doesn't work. I've watched them, but that doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
Conte, Mateo Kovacic doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
The disagreement because
I think it depends on the team.
No.
Jorginho was badass today.
No, because
badass, man.
Despite depending on the team, even if we are playing the pressing team, we can get pressing team that's gonna press us. Tuchel always does something. He doesn't want to play Jorginho Kovacic together. He always want to play Conte in between the three of them. Because why? The reason is because Kovacic and Jorginho could switch. Why can't they be the one doing the roaming, going and coming? Why? That's when you see us play Kovacic, Jorginho, Conte, we don't have a creativity. We struggle a lot. Why? Because Kovacic was supposed to be the one driving the ball forward. He will be the one sitting. Why Jorginho and Conte will be the one going forward? Why? Jorginho and Conte should not be the one going forward. One of them has to sit. Why Kovacic has to be the one breaking passes, causing opposition problem. But he can't do that because he has Conte and Jorginho beside him, in front of him. There's no way he's gonna do it. There's no way. What's those kind of scenario? I've watched it very this season and I've watched it last season when Tuchel came in. There's a disagreement between Conte and Mateo Kovacic when they both of them play together. It doesn't work. The two of them doesn't work. It doesn't. The two doesn't work.
Interesting. Yeah, I noticed today, even though it's Norwich, Jorginho and Kovacic were just
they were exchanging passes, switching position. Yeah, they were switching position. Yes.
Jorginho, when did Jorginho become so defensive like this? Wow.
I told you there's a communication between Jorginho and Kovacic.
I said Jorginho can play defense.
There's a communication between them. Between the two of them, there's a communication. They understand each other very well. You can see today there were so many times Kovacic was going front, Jorginho was sitting as a DM. Jorginho was going for Kovacic was going back and supporting the defense. It happens.
Yeah, but if we catch one low block team now, we'll start to talk story again.
Mm.
Because Norwich decide to play us bumper to bumper.
Norwich I got again. Where is Sam? Because
Sam is absent.
I told you, I'm like, Norwich are trash. Norwich are trash.
We should have beat them 10-0. Ziyech, you remember that the
Ziyech is gone, man. He's gone. He's gone.
Blue Eyes. We need to speak about Mason Mount's penalty taken. I'm worried about his penalty. It doesn't.
Let me tell you one thing.
Is it because he's rusty?
Let me tell you one thing. You know what I like about Mason Mount again is he said no. I want to take this penalty again.
Yeah, no, wait. What is wrong with Barkley? Is Barkley smoking weed? Why does he want to take penalty from?
No. But Barkley had the right to also go for the ball.
He has a good penalty record.
Yeah, he's got a good penalty record. But I like what Mason Mount did. He said, no, I'll take it again. That alone, even if he missed it again, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Thank you. Mentality, thank you. I want somebody that is ice cold. Yeah. And he was ice cold, man.
And it's cold.
He scored.
I was impressed.
And then he put the final one in the coffin.
Thanks to my boy, the cover man.
The boy, Loftus Cheek.
See this Chelsea team I'm enjoying this season, especially just this season alone, because if you look at last season, it was one dimensional. We already know who's gonna win the league. This season, you cannot put in who's gonna win.
Was Kante on the squad?
Kante has an injury. He has a muscle injury.
Oh yeah.
So Tuchel took him out of the game entirely for precaution.
So tell me, did Saul play?
No. Do you hear the news about Saul? Let me just think about Saul.
What?
According to the report I'm hearing about Saul, when I read the report, when somebody was it Ralph or Josh that tagged me, I was laughing when they tagged me. Apparently, Chelsea have decided not to renew Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez. He will be going back to Atletico when the season finishes.
What a waste! What a huge waste of time! What a huge waste of time!
What for me? What a waste! Because that for me, that's a waste for me. Why do we even
waste of time?
No, the guy had his chance, man. He had his chance, man.
He had even chance when he came in against Brentford. He looked very shaky. Yeah, against Brentford, he looked very shaky. I don't understand what is wrong with Saul. Is he about mentality or the EPL is just too fast for him?
No, EPL is a different kind of beast.
Because he loves to address ball, hold on to the ball too much. You can't do this in EPL. You get caught.
No. He doesn't know. You know what? A lot of these guys, that you have to have an inside game first if you come into the EPL for the first time. If you're coming from an outside league, if you don't have an inside game, they're gonna run you over, man. And that's what's happening with Ziyech. Ziyech doesn't have an inside game. Ziyech is at the top of the key. Like what's that? What's around?
I won't be surprised if he gets sold.
In front of the 18-yard box.
I won't be surprised if he gets sold.
Who? Ziyech?
Huh?
Ziyech?
Yes, if he gets sold, I won't be surprised if Ziyech gets sold.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll not be surprised.
Chilwell
looks good though. Alonso has problem. Alonso has problem.
You know that Ben Chilwell, according to stats, is the first player to score three goals in 4 consecutive appearances since Eden Hazard in October, November 2016.
The guy is good.
He is the first player to score 3 goals back to back in four EPL consecutive matches since 2016, October, November, when Eden Hazard was there.
Who?
Ben Chilwell. He is the first player, bar Eden Hazard in 2016 season. He is the first player to score back-to-back Premier League goals.
Oh boy, and we have a good problem. Alonso and Chilwell.
We have a problem. Because I think Alonso will play against Southampton in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, yes.
I think so.
Chalobah will play that game.
That's the problem. That's the problem the manager is having.
Chalobah, eh?
Chalobah and Christensen. He doesn't know
what to do. No, it's Christensen, man. Christensen is number one there.
I know. But Chalobah is playing very well.
Yeah, but Chalobah will have to respect himself and stay in line. You have to respect yourself.
This is something else, man.
No, you have to respect yourself and stay in line.
Respect elders, Abi.
Of course, my brother. Respect yourself. Christensen did his time, man. He put in his hours, man.
His work, man.
Yeah, let him shine, man. Let him eat, man. And I love how Tuchel is still giving Chalobah big games, man. Big games. So it's not.
him.
It's trusting him. It's trusting him big time. So he's gonna get
again,
his.
Blue Eyes. Again, when I was saying that we need to sign Kunde, do you see why? Do you see?
Don't mind them.
What?
Where are they now? Where are they? You won't find any of them right now.
They're
gone on vacation.
Don't come at me. I already take my head long time ago. Long time ago.
Abdullah used to have a PowerPoint presentation of Jules Kunde.
Oh, like that's the level. You wanted me on my power. No, that one is even better. Out of Holland. 3-page paper. Double space. 12 fonts. I can't
PowerPoint
forget.
presentation.
Always every day.
Abdullah had different slides.
Oh Lord. I can never forget summer. Thank God summer is over. I can never forget this summer.
Where are they now? All those people that said Jules Kunde.
Me and Emi, we suffer a lot on TL because of our land.
Where then?
Me and Emi
is going to come and talk water to wine.
We suffer a lot because of our land. We talk about our land almost every time. Me and Emi, people just be laughing at us.
Listen, and if we have a midfield that is keeping Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the bench, then that midfield better be top class. That midfield better be top class. And today, what I saw between Kovacic and Jorginho, wow.
He didn't even play that much. He didn't play that much well though.
Who?
J5. He didn't play that much well.
No.
He's under.
Yeah,
as Blue Eyes would say, he's underground. He's
underground, man. No. You don't see though. You don't see him after the game.
That's why I
don't see him, man. No.
Jorginho has a good communication.
Underground.
You don't see Jorginho in this game.
Go and watch it. I don't know if you guys have the time. This season, I think Tuchel will do it again. Watch Kovacic and N'Golo Kante. You will see. There's a disagreement between them.
So, but
one doesn't want to sit.
Which one did we use to win Champions League?
What do you say?
Which midfield did we use to win Champions League?
It was Kovacic and it was the three of them.
No,
sorry, it was Kovacic and Jorginho and Conte.
And what about semi-final?
Was it Jorginho and Conte?
Yes, Jorginho and Conte
against Real Madrid.
Yeah, Jorginho Conte.
Yeah.
See, Jorginho Conte, I have no issues. The chemistry works between them, but it's Conte versus Kovacic that have a problem because nobody between the two of them, one doesn't want to sit, one wants to sit. Yes,
we should only play them if we want to attack.
Yes, but we can't take a risk in that aspect.
No, we don't have that kind of
We can't. That's why I say we don't have the player to play back four yet.
That's true.
That can work in a back four, but we don't have the player yet.
Yeah, because back four will be perfect for that.
Yes, because I've noticed it a lot. I don't know if you guys know, ever since Tuchel took over, that disagreement has been happening a lot.
Between who and who?
Kovacic and Conte.
Really? I never noticed though. I never noticed.
Keep an eye on it. I'm noticing it a lot.
Me, I prefer the combination. I prefer, obviously, like everybody will probably guess, is Kante and Jorginho. That's my combination.
Yeah, me too.
Kante, Jorginho. So,
me too.
Kovacic is, but Kovacic now is benching Loftus-Cheek. So this guy.
I think it's between Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic. I can't
exactly. Because imagine
depending on the position.
Kovacic had 5 assists. Loftus-Cheek had 1 assist. Imagine. That's pretty good.
If he can be this consistent, he could have a superb season this year.
Yeah, man.
If he can keep his consistency,
I hope so.
He can have a superb season this year. And somebody's gonna be put in the mud.
What about Poi? If Poi decides to start scoring goals now.
No, you see, one thing about Mason Mount is he hasn't even he hasn't even see, for me into this match, I give him 2/10. Why is because I will tell you why. It's not that
you give him
2/10. It did not feel.
I'm like, you're a hater, man.
No, I did not hate him. I will explain my reason.
I'm like, Chai.
Let me explain my reason. You understand my logic.
I'm like, man, which kind of logic? There's no logic in this.
Wait. The reason I give him 2/10.
A 2 out of 10 performance. What are you talking about? Even his haters in this game will give him 6.
You see, Mason Mount.
His haters will give him 6
on the grand scheme of things. I don't know, kind of give him a good rating, even if he doesn't play well. But it's performing.
No, I'm saying
he's getting
to this game. Rate him. You're talking too much grammar. Today's game, what do you rate him?
For me, today's game, Messi Mount, for me, it's not the Messi Mount I want to see because
But
I need
rate
can do
him.
better. On today's game, I'll only give him 6/10. Why?
Okay.
Because he can do much better.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, the reason I said 2/10 is
What?
yes,
No,
6
at
over
least
10.
we'll take 6.
6
We'll
out
take
of
6.
10?
We'll
Yes,
take
the
6,
reason
yeah.
is because see,
Okay.
okay, tell me, is it the best amount you see of this year? Was it the same to last season?
It's not supposed to be the same from last
It's
season.
about this game. It's about
It's
this
about
game.
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm
game.
saying.
It's about
His
growth.
performance
It's
has
about
to improve
progress.
more.
He had a very good performance.
Yes, I know,
I'm
very
lying.
good. But very
He-
good doesn't make me give him 9/10 yet because it can do much better.
We're not
Wait,
asking you
so
to give
wait,
him.
no,
Don't listen to Abdullah. Abdullah
I'm
knows
like,
what
that
he's
doesn't make
doing.
sense because
Who
that's
will you give
what
9/10 in today's performance?
yeah,
Abdullah?
exactly. Then who's getting a 9 out of 10 then?
Yeah, let me hear yours. Who?
Ever?
If I'm gonna give 9/10,
Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz actually should get 10. 10/10 at least.
no,
Yes.
because
I thought Kai Havertz was top class.
He's become someone I rate. No,
What are you talking about?
no, Kai should not even get 10. No,
I
Okay,
don't know
how.
how Mason Mount is it a 10, but
No.
even then,
no.
Kai Havertz can't be a 10.
Kai Havertz is for me 6.5/7.
How?
And
Okay.
Mason Mount's a 6?
Relax.
Sam, where is this guy, Sam?
This guy
Where is this
full
guy,
of
Sam?
hatred.
Wait.
Full of
The reason I
hatred.
say that is because
What?
Full of
wait.
hatred.
Kai
I've
Havertz
never
for
seen
me.
this kind of hatred before, man.
You should never even see Kai Havertz.
Abdullah just woke up this morning and decided to be full of hatred for one person.
I'm not
That's
hating,
what-
bro. Hear my reason first.
No.
He scored an hat-trick. I love that because
We're not even. No,
I love that, and also there's so much more potential in him.
so much hatred in your
No, so much potential. We love to see more from him because he knows himself. He himself said it.
Oh, so you're saying he should have scored 6 goals today?
No. In terms
At
of
least
performance,
6.
I expect him to do much better. But I can understand because of this form, he's getting himself back together, scoring goals, working his socks out and everything. I see. I'm proud and glad that he's doing this. We can all see. That's why I said Kai Havertz is 6.5 because he misses so much passes. His passes wasn't accurate. It's kind of the way his movement wasn't okay, the way I wanted it to be okay. So that's why I'm giving him 6.5. He had a superb game today, but he deserved that 6.5 because.
So why did you
I have
start
an
your
high
stream?
expectation
Let me
from
ask you something.
How can Mason Mount have a 6.5?
Don't mind
No.
this. Abdullah doesn't even realize what he's talking about. Look, at the beginning of this stream, Abdullah says Mason Mount is close to world class.
World class.
Yeah,
and 20 minutes later, Abdullah is saying give you 6 out of 10. Abdullah, come on, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about NBA.
Wait.
You didn't even catch yourself.
Yeah.
Don't chop my head. Wait. Relax. I love Mount in as much as you do, but I have an asterisk in terms of.
No.
I have an asterisk in terms of.
Any player that gets a hat trick, it should be a minimum 9. Come on,
do you believe that? Wait, do you believe that today Mason should not even be given?
Yes,
he got no. Oh my God,
Matthew Kovacic should have given. He was given the man of the match.
Forget about this guy.
We
were talking about Mason Mount's pass. Abdullah was trying to move
Blue Eyes. Thank you for bringing it up. Imagine 3 goals and the assist. Abdullah, stop, man. Forget
about this guy.
3 goals, and that past the region.
Abdullah, you're a complete. Now we know where your emotion goes from. Come on,
no. What I'm saying is, see.
No.
See, no. Blue Eyes. I don't rate Mason Mount. I rate him very highly.
It's okay.
But I expect more from
6.5.
No. I'm lying. What's this match rating? What's the match rating you give him?
Don't mind.
Is it in this game?
Yes.
Because I watched it in NBC, so I'm not sure. I don't watch it because I watch it in NBC. NBC gave him 8.7.
What would you give him
based on today's performance?
Yes.
If I want to rate him highly, I was from the beginning of the match to the end of the match. I'm gonna give him 8.5 because yes, apart from him scoring an hat-trick, he's running, he's pressing, he's passing. Yes, he may not be up to the par I want, but he did what I expected from him to do. And the penalty, if it was Jorginho would take the penalty. But from him to have that audacity and say, man of, hey, shut up your mouth, Barkley. When I'm playing here, you don't have that audacity to talk. I respect that from him as a player. I give him that because it's hard for a player to just come and say, hey, let me go and take the penalty. It's not as easy as people think it is. For him going that, it shows that he is
That's
a man.
true. That's
He is a
true.
man.
Thank you.
He is a man.
Thank you.
People will go, other people go there and kind of shivering.
Yeah.
He
went there and said, "Yo, it's my mistake. Let me fix it.
Let me repeat it again."
Yeah.
So I gave him that credit. That's why when NBC gave him 8 points, I was like 8.7. I can understand that.
NBC gave him what?
8.7.
Wow, nice, man. They rate him.
They rate him, yeah.
They don't rate him.
It's 8.7. 8.7. Sky Sport gave him 9.5. I said Sky Sport, BT Sport. Sorry, 9.5 because he was the man of the match. Because NBC thought they was gonna give it to Matthew Kovacic, but when Mason Mount scored, they have to change it to 8.7.
Yeah, he tried.
So it was overall a very good match. I was impressed, but we need to keep up this performance like more and more. We need to keep it up a lot.
I just want to see our performance against low blocks.
That's why I'm worried of next week, Newcastle United. I'm worried.
They play low block?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the new takeover and the new manager that is gonna come in, Empire Fonseca. I'm worried. They are at home. We have not see. Do you know that our record in St. James Park has been poor? It's abysmal. Our record there is abysmal. It makes me worried. Newcastle United makes me worried.
But that was with Mourinho.
No, under to Chelsea. It happens.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. We played them last season. They didn't play them last season. We struggled to win them now.
But we beat them.
We beat them, but we struggled to. I think the first match was under Lampard. When we lost.
That game was close. So. I think it was 1-0.
Yeah, we lost. I think we lost 1-0. Is it lost? Did we lost one?
I thought we beat Newcastle.
Under Lampard,
one of the brothers scored the win. Longstaff.
Yes,
brothers.
we lost 1-0. I remember we lost 1-0.
What, last season?
Yes, under Lampard.
Beginning of last season, I think.
Beginning of last season when Lampard was there.
Was it a tie? I think it was a tie. This came from.
No, we lost.
Okay.
We lost.
It was 1-0, right?
Yeah, I think 1-0. Yeah. That is it Sean Nelson? What is his name? Let me check. Let me make sure. Last season, right?
Yeah, I know there was one game when the Longstaff brothers punished us.
Yes. I need to check. 2019, 2020, right?
One of them. Yeah.
2019, 2020.
I'm seeing 2-0 for both games.
2-0 for both games.
For us?
Yeah, for us.
What year was that?
Oh yeah.
Last season, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let me check.
So maybe we're wrong there.
I'm checking right now to make sure. I'm checking right now.
Oh, check Matthew Longstaff last goal against Chelsea. Longstaff brothers last goal.
No, the season before. Oh, okay.
It was on Lampard era.
Yeah, no, we lost 1-0 on the
that
18th of January. On the 18th of January.
Who scored that goal? Martin Longstaff. One of the Longstaff brothers, I bet you.
I think it is.
I think it's one of the Longstaff brothers. Yeah.
Under Lampard era. That's
Yeah. Who was Steve Bruce the coach?
No, it was is that Isaac Hayden?
Oh, it was Isaac Hayden? Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me check.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah, it was last minute, 94th minute. Isaac Hayden.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, last minute of the game. They scored and won.
Okay, cool.
So whenever we go to James, check our record in James Park. How many do we win? How many have we lost? How many have we won? When we play against Newcastle at their home, check our record there.
If Hudson Odoi can be on.
Our record at St. James's Park is there's been 72 games at St. James's Park. Chelsea have won 42, drawn 19, and lost 11. So that's actually a pretty good record. The draws are a bit high, but it's a pretty good record.
For Chelsea, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good record. That's all time.
All time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. But with the amount of the takeover that is going on at the moment, it's making me worried.
The amount of what?
The takeover for Newcastle is making me worried.
They drew to Crystal Palace today. We should be beating them.
We should be beating them.
Vieira, man.
They are away. their home is different than being at home. They are with the fans, with the
Yeah, that's true.
because they're gonna announce their new manager this coming week. It's gonna be Paulo Fonseca.
Well, that's a good coach.
So the new manager bounce. I don't want it to be on Chelsea at all. I beg. Not on my watch.
Paulo Fonseca, that's a good coach, man. Is it confirmed?
He will be confirmed this coming week. Wow. That's the news I'm hearing from that.
So Gerrard and them guys and them Frank Lampard, they didn't get it.
Frank Lampard ain't ready. Frank Lampard ain't ready.
Blue, as I told you, this man is not ready yet. I told you. If you come to manager right now, he will come and expose himself again. He needs to take a sabbatical for like 2 or 3 years and then
the Crystal Palace job would have been perfect for Frank Lampard, but my boy Vieira got it. It's fine, man.
Which is fine, my brother. Yeah, exactly.
Lampard needs to coach. Lampard needs to coach like a team from 14th or 15th towards. No, I'm not being 18. The reason I said that is because if you make mistake, the owner of the club can still kind of is Lampard. Lampard cannot coach a top 6 or top 7 or top 5. He will get sacked.
He should go to Leeds.
He will get sacked because you have to coach a team that their ambition.
Leeds, did they lose today?
They do.
They drew last minute. They got a penalty in the last minute.
Oh, they got a penalty against Wolves.
Yeah, last minute of the game.
Wow, I just stopped watching the game at like 90-something minutes. Oh yeah, they got it. Wow.
Yeah, they got a penalty in the last minute of the game, man.
Oh, nice. Who scored?
Rodrigo for
Everton lost from 2-1. Everton lost to Watford from 2-1 5-2.
Who scored for Watford? My Niger guy.
Yeah,
Josh King scored a hat trick.
And
Dennis
Benaventura scored.
And the Dennis guy, Niger guy.
Yeah, Emmanuel Dennis.
Benaventura. Yeah.
Wow.
Like today's weekend match has been.
Did the True Stecom play today?
Yeah, I played. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's good. So now Eagles are looking good. Our Eagles are sharpening up around the world. I like to hear these stories.
My boy. The most striker in the world football at the moment. Come on, talk. Come on, challenge me. Come on, have a debate with me. Man. Come on, have a debate with me. Come on, have a debate. The most informed, the star boy. The most informed number 9 at the moment right now.
He is.
Come and challenge me, my boy. Star man.
The boy is a badass. He needs to score more goals for Nigeria, though. I have to be honest with you. Yes, he needs to score more goals for country, but man, the guy is top class.
That is the player everybody need to keep their eye on in the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, this because I remember last African Cup of Nations, this guy really win champ.
He didn't show. It was Odion Ighalo that played.
And coach deliberately benched him through. Coach kept promising him that he would give him not promising him, but
he played him in the 5 minutes in semi-final 5 minutes before the match finished. It was like, Garnetro, are you smoking weed? The fuck is this?
Paying the boy.
He paid me.
And as soon as that thing finished, he got a contract to Napoli.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
As soon as after AFCON, he got a contract to Napoli. From where was he, Rennes?
From Lille.
From Lille.
Was that Lille?
Look at it now. If they want to sell Osimhen now, Osimhen up to
100 million minimum.
150. They bought him 100.
Yeah, they bought him they bought him 80.
What is the difference?
Yeah, I know.
No, there's a difference.
The chairman of Napoli is a scumbag. That man is a scumbag. De Laurentiis is a scumbag.
Why?
Do you know the amount of time we wanted to buy these Martins, getting Mauricio Sarri out of there with Jorginho to the same thing? He said it. After Jorginho, he's not going to sell any player to Chelsea Football Club. He said it.
Yo, where is Koulibaly today, man?
He's playing for Napoli. He's playing for Napoli. He's been informed this season.
He doesn't have that buzz like he used to.
Have you been watching Syria?
No, but still,
the hype is not the same.
Yeah, the hype is not the same, man.
Blue Eyes. Tomorrow is AS Roma versus Napoli. That is the big match. Inter Milan versus Juventus.
I'll watch that game.
Watch it. You see Napoli.
I don't think it's time you're gonna play that game.
Yeah, time is starting tomorrow.
He'll play that game.
It's starting tomorrow.
But even then, it's all about United Liverpool tomorrow, man.
Who cares about them?
United gonna beat them guys, man. Comfortably.
In that match, I'm gonna be sleeping. I was sleeping.
No, you have to watch that game.
Why?
You're gonna watch a mastery in the midfield. Mastery.
Why? Why would I watch it? Tell me the reason I should watch it, then I will decide if I watch it.
It's the biggest derby in the Premier League. What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's gonna end 0-0.
No, 2-0 Man U.
If that match ends 0-0, I may break my TV.
2-0 Man U, man.
I may break my TV, and I don't want to break my TV.
Yeah, but what big game has? I mean, this one might, but what big games ended 0-0 this season?
This season,
it's been a while.
1-1 Chelsea Liverpool.
Yeah, that was 1-1, and we were down to 10 men. Other than that,
which one again?
Every team scored.
Every team scored. Yep. That's to do. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could decide that to go and defend. You never can tell. I heard the news that Bruno Fernandes and Rashford is in the squad. They were past fit to play tomorrow, but we don't know if Bruno will start or not. But it's in the squad.
Yo, bench that guy, man. Let's see Man U without Bruno Fernandes for 1 minute.
They will struggle. They will struggle.
No, why?
What do you mean why? What do you mean why?
They will struggle.
I don't think they will struggle, man.
Blue eyes. Labille is not the Labille we know. We will struggle. Labille is not the Labille. They will struggle. Forget. Bruno Fernandes is like what you call Mason Mount as the plug of Chelsea. Bruno is the plug of United. He is the plug. Without him, United can't go anywhere. You know how many chances he's created for them? And how many goals scoring scored.
So they have to play with him.
They have to play. They have no choice. Do they have any choice? No. They have no choice. If they bench Bruno, you have to bring in a player that will outperform Bruno in a match. And it's Labille. But Labille is not consistent enough. If club tell Liverpool go and do game pressing on United, I can guarantee you Labille will get a yellow card before the match finish. You will even get a red if it's not.
Yeah, but if they do game pressing on Man U will punish them. Labille will just use long pass and finish them.
Yeah, they can do game pressing on Labille. He lose bottom.
Yeah, but if you do game pressing on Labille, he will punish you with long passes.
Liverpool doesn't mark with one player. Liverpool mark man to man. You don't know club. Club doesn't mark with one player. He mark player by player. He will tell his player, you mark that one, you mark that one, you mark that one. Do not give anybody space. Where do you want to go to? Come and pass. Come and do your pass. Pass now.
Okay.
Let's pass. Go and watch Liverpool's game. You don't watch. It's the most effective football. The game pressing. Are you telling me, man? Hey.
No, but the only risk with game pressing. Me, I like. When I'm playing, I like the people that are defending me to come with game pressing. I love it because
it depends on the manager.
You can catch them. You can catch them on the counter, man.
That's true.
You can catch them on the counter, and somebody like Pogba and make a pass from deep.
They should be very wary of Arnold. Arnold is a very good crosser of the ball. They should be careful. They should be careful. The other that has been shambolic in defending a lot. They should be very careful.
Me, I'll start Sancho. I think Sancho will punish Van Dijk. I don't think Van Dijk can handle Sancho because Sancho is very slick.
I won't start him. You know why? It's not him from. I'll play Rashford because Rashford can show more than Sancho for me.
No, me, I'll play Sancho.
Sancho. You know what? I will play Greenwood and Rashford together. Yes, because they are dangerous than Sancho. Sancho needs to get his form back first. By getting his form back, he needs at least make an assist or score goals. That will rejuvenate his team. But because if Sancho go on in a season without an assist or a goal, do you know United just wasting money on him? Do you know that?
Yeah,
they're wasting money on him. And
I really like that.
That will not look good.
I didn't know he was like I used to watch his game, but man, just seeing
him in Bundesliga, bro. It's in Bundesliga.
No, just seeing him recently in the EPL, the little chances he has, and I know it hasn't been great. But that guy can run the EPL, man. If he's coached properly.
When Sancho lands, I hope I'm ready because I'll be afraid. United fans will.
Holy smokes, that guy is a badass player, man.
Sancho, I have come at United fans. They will come at me back. I better be ready.
The guy can play ball, man.
If Sancho arrive, I just hope he's arrived.
His control. The way he controls the ball on the touchline.
His arrival doesn't lead to something else because if Sancho arrives, Lord in heaven help us.
Me, I think he has arrived. Just the coach to coach him.
Yeah, Ole is not the right coach. I keep telling people he's not the right coach. It's part of the problem, not the entire problem. It's not the see. It's like Ivan Lampard and him. We know Lampard is a rookie. He doesn't have that experience. But who is saving him? The players are saving him. That is what is happening to Ole. they are saving him. Ronaldo, Bruno are saving him.
You see,
he's not that kind of good man, but they are saving him. Why? Because it is Ole and Louis Ferdinand, Scholes, those kind of those are his pals. Those are the people who knows him week in and week out. They will support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Why? They are friends together with him. They are friends together. They wouldn't want the Glazers to sack him. Don't you know that? They want to protect him by all costs. You don't know. All costs. They want to protect him by all costs. He won't. It's like Gary Southgate of England now. We know Gary Southgate is a rookie. We know he's a rookie. But what did the FA do? They stick by him. They know he will do well. But they keep making the same mistake over and over. They'll still stick by him because they know they can't have a better manager.
He's not doing too bad, man. At least he got to the Euro finals.
Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I know. But sometimes it's decision making. Sometimes you just look at the man, just shook your head off. He's not doing too bad. And
he did better
I'm impressed though, with the way he's been doing. I'm impressed. He's not doing too bad.
He did better than German coach. He did better than the Portuguese coach. He did better than the French coach.
Yes, I agree. Completely agree. But he can do much better. A better manager will take the English team forward for me. Better manager. But overall, for me though, I'm just kind of happy with the way this season has been panning out.
For Chelsea, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The team
when was the last time we won an EPL? 2017. Is it 17 or 15?
Yeah, I won Champions League. Man.
The last time we won the EPL, when was it?
2016.
Is this on which year was Conte? 16 or 17?
16.
16, 17, right?
I think so.
That was the last time. That's 17, 18, 19, 20.
So don't quote me on that. I think
5 years. 5 years now. We've not won the EPL. Wow.
We set our standards high. But so far, we've won Champions League in between, though.
Yes, but we need to balance it.
We can balance it with another Champions League now.
Yes, and also win the EPL again and show the world that we're not just underdog. Where I fear something.
We're overdog.
Yeah. Because people are based to Tuchel a lot. They call him Tuchel Ban. They call him Aram football. We play Aram football. We don't.
And how did Bill Gilmore get that deal to Norwich Beacon?
I don't know.
Who signed that deal? Who signed that paper for him?
No, Daniel Farke is a friend to Thomas Tuchel. He coached in the Borussia Dortmund together with him.
Okay.
That was the reason he told him to go to Norwich.
Okay. So he went.
And I don't like the idea because you brought in Saul. Saul has been abysmal. Why do you bring Saul in when you have Gilmore that is performing well? Why? Gilmore is playing well. It's not that Gilmore is having his stinker.
And then you send Saul to you send Gilmore to Norwich because
and it's not even playing.
No.
And it's better than this. It's better than the midfielder.
Can you imagine Bill Gilmore cannot start for Norwich?
Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I'm serious. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Even if Gilmore goes to Leeds, I will be happy. Bielsa will make him a better player.
Yeah, that's true. Or even Brighton.
Exactly. But you're going to Norwich. It's not doing anything at Norwich.
Nothing, man.
Nothing. You just sit on the bench and warm in the bench. Do you not
imagine? How can you warm the bench for Norwich though? Hey,
stupid and ridiculous thing.
I mean, like say stupid and ridiculous.
I'm angry because Gilmore is a talented player, but you put him on base to do what? Nothing. Nothing. Doesn't make any sense, man.
No, but you don't want to blame Gilmore a little bit.
What do you want to blame the coach?
Gilmore. So why is Gilmore? So how come Gilmore is not playing to the point of being selected? Why? That's
true, though. That's true. But Daniel Farke said, and the manager of Norwich said,
yeah.
Based on what he said he wants a player that was gonna give his all for the team, and also he's not gonna just play based on money or based on more. So you get. So he wants player to do more, and the players are doing more for him based on what I'm hearing that they're doing more. I don't know what Billy Gilmore do. Just to Daniel Farke is not using it. I don't know.
Hello?
I can hear you. It is still food for inside pot, right? That's good. You dey steal food, Abi. You this man. You see,
man.
you
Hunger,
this,
man.
you this man. You
They
steal
don't
food.
they don't understand one place look good. They don't understand one place look masquerade where they dance. So
You go dey go up and down, Abi. You bring those people for one Yaka fire place. Yaka fire. Give me one semo there.
one time, man.
Auntie Basira, give me one eba there. Give me a goosey. Give you come mix
I
some.
make a first chop rice.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good. It's good. This time around, Chelsea doesn't give up attention. Just eat and enjoy yourself.
I know. I still want to see more, bro.
See, you don't need to have hypertension.
Just
eat. This morning when I came out from work, I was watching Chelsea. I was like, I was about to eat. I was like, let me take some tea. I took some tea and I even slept off. When I woke up, I was like 7-0. I was like, what?
You were so relaxed.
I slept off when Mason Mount scored the first goal. I was feeling dizzy and I slept off. When I woke up, it was 7-0. Like, how come? Am I playing FIFA?
No punishment though.
I was like, how did 7-0 happen? And I was the highlight. I was like, oh, Lord in heaven, wow.
No punishment, man.
And I started blaming myself. How did I slip off?
I know.
I started blaming myself. How did I slip off? But I remember those years of Lampard. Lord in heaven. I remember Lampard year.
Lampard as coach or Lampard as player?
No, Lampard as a coach.
Oh.
I remember these years. Oh my God in heaven.
No, after that
I would lament every day.
That game against Man City, after that game, and the game against Leicester.
And see, you know the match that said it was over for Lampard. There was a match. Just remember that match that I knew
FA Cup.
No, not even the FA Cup. There was a match I knew it's gonna be over. Not the FA Cup, because the FA Cup will give our all. It was just that it wasn't our day. When Pulisic took an hamstring injury. That wasn't the one. There was a match, particularly one match that I knew Lampard would get sacked. Just guess.
Which one?
There was one match. It's not Leicester. It's not Man City.
It's not Leicester.
The team before we play Man City, which team?
Man U.
No, we beat Man United in the FA Cup.
Liverpool,
yes. That was when I knew he's gonna get sacked.
I know that day he was trying to challenge Klopp on the sideline.
Yes. I knew yes. That's when I knew this man will get sacked. That's when I knew he would get sacked. And they beat us 5-3. Is it 5-3?
It's true. Yeah.
That's when I knew.
Pulisic came from the bench and scored 2 goals.
Yes. That was when I knew. Lampard is cooking himself into fire. And now what? You know what? Everything. The Arsenal London derby, Boxing Day. That
one paying me.
He paying you. You know, paying you past me. Have you watched my video about it?
Yeah, I saw that video. Anytime I watch that video, I go laugh, man.
Lampard kill. You know how many people Lampard put into dustbin? Man, he put so many people into dustbin, man.
That your video
it made Chelsea club look ridiculous. I swear to God, we became a topic sentence every day, and I hate that stuff, man. I hate it.
Now Lampard say make him rest, man. Make I just come out for this coaching business. Man, go rest.
I said you need to take a sabbatical, like 2 or 3 years. Go back to school and learn the managerial money.
Enjoy that money.
You should do like Zidane. He learned from Ancelotti. You should go and learn from one experienced manager. Learn from him for like 1 or 2 years. Lampard has an ego. That ego is the one affecting him. He has an ego. He doesn't want to learn.
He's the best midfielder. He's the best midfielder in Chelsea history.
Yes, but the ego is the one affecting him. John Terry learned from a manager in Aston Villa.
Very humble way.
You said what?
In a very humble way.
Exactly, and he has his coaching budget already with him, and he's still learning. He's still learning.
He's not a head coach anywhere yet.
Exactly, he's still learning. He doesn't want to jump into one job and get fired immediately. It's gonna take his time. That is what Lampard needs to do. Lampard has an ego, and it's affecting him.
Lampard wants to be the man right away.
God bless you. God bless you. He wants to be the man, and when you become the man, it's an issue. The connection he has with Chelsea fans makes it more toxic. It even make it more harder for me to support. I don't hate Lampard, but the way the fans migrate him up, oh Lord in heaven. Hi, Chineke. Every damn day when I wake up,
Lampard as your ringtone.
Ah, Lord in heaven. I saw Founder Lampard, I saw Founder Lampard. I saw plenty.
I know. Lampard had support. He had supporters, man.
Yeah, he has so many. It's like APC versus PDP.
I'm telling you.
Lord, and what paid me most was Roman supported it. That is what paid me most. It was very late before Roman decided to he put the trigger. It was very late.
Yeah.
Should have put the trigger after the Arsenal match. After the Arsenal match. It should not last. It should not even last the many money. Put it that day. It should have been that day. Put the trigger out.
He probably did it long time ago, but he was just waiting for the right moment.
He should have done it after the Arsenal match. Just tell him. Do you know what the London derby means to everybody in Chelsea? Do you know what the London derby means against Arsenal, West Ham, Tottenham? Those are London derbies. We don't know.
Or maybe Frank Lampard already knew his last day.
He knew it after Arsenal match.
Maybe they told him already and we don't know. Maybe they just told him you have 3 more games, Frank. Thanks so much for everything. You have 3 more games.
When they sacked him, he said he was not aware when they sacked him. He said he was not. He said the woman called him he said Roman called him to his office. That he has never said, because Roman doesn't usually come to the office, but Roman did a Zoom call. So he did a Zoom call that morning. He called both Ganaskia, Peter Cech, everybody. He called them into the room. That there was an emergency phone call. The body was like, emergency phone call. Is something going on? What's going to happen? Because the Roman doesn't call emergency phone. It doesn't call emergency phone call. Something prompted him to do it. So he had an emergency phone call that morning, and he told Ganaskia that day he is fired. There's someone in. They said Roman did not say more than that. And they closed the emergency. According to that thing, he said the talk between the board and the Roman that didn't last more than 1 minute. Can you imagine? They didn't last more than 1 minute. Only God knows what they spoke about. It didn't last more than 1 minute. Just imagine that.
Wow.
It didn't last more than 1 minute.
Wow.
I don't know what they speak about, but the Athletic said it. The conversation did not last more than 1 minute. I was like wondering that.
They fired the whole agreement was done in 1 minute.
Yeah, because 1 minute is like 60 seconds, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So I was wondering, how could the woman make a decision within a minute?
Wow. It means that he made the decision a long time ago.
Exactly. Maybe he's been watching it one time ago. Like people before they go break our head for inside Cobham or inside Chelsea office.
He was already practicing what he was going to say to Frank Lampard for months.
Go and check it. I was hearing just because he doesn't want to become sentiment. That was why I sacked Lampard. Like, Roman, are you okay?
Just because what?
He doesn't want to become sentiment. Lampard is the club, is the high goal scorer in Chelsea Football Club. He's a legend. So it's hard for him to sack him. But he doesn't want to be sentiment. That is the reason he doesn't. I was like, Roman, forget all this grammar. This grammar doesn't work in football anymore. You know that, Roman. You are the boss.
Just do you.
Exactly. This doesn't work in business. I invest on you. I expect you to make sales. If you are failing season after season, I'll call your attention, man. I'll ask you what is causing you to fail every season over season. What's going on?
Yeah.
Personal issue?
Imagine.
Married life issue? What's going on? If you can't give me a concrete answer, I'm getting you fired. ASAP. Because you are draining my business. It's like an Lampard is draining Roman's business. What he has accumulated a lot for more than 15 years. He's been swamped into Lagoon. It doesn't make any sense for me. It doesn't make any sense. When I heard the Athletic said their talk didn't last 1 minute, I was already afraid there. So this decision was already made a long time ago. They're just waiting for the fans to fight each other.
Exactly. After formality, they could just do the formality. Everybody waka.
Wow.
And he
Lampard himself
got a nice big check too, right?
Yes, he was even shocked that they sacked him.
How much did they give him? 8 million? 5
million? 8 million. I think 8 million.
Wow. Now that's a nice payoff. Now take that money and go and retire, man. Go and chill somewhere and
retire. You should go and learn something. I told you that guy needs sabbatical of 2
Learn
years.
what again, my brother?
Go
Man.
and,
You
see,
ball for almost all
if
of
he
his
has
life.
the ambition of becoming a manager, go and learn under a top tier manager, become the assistant coach, not the coach. Learn. Lampard is an intelligent man. He can literally go. He said he has a certificate for manager. Yes. Then learn. Sit down. Bring your brain down and think.
What about Derby? Derby, he didn't learn at Derby.
6-6. Is that a success? Don't tell me now. 6-6. He entered promotion for like promotion. He was beaten mercilessly.
6-6.
You think I'm playing? 6-6.
6-6 was in a shift, man.
6-6 now.
Oh my goodness.
The first season, he finished 6th. The second season, he finished 6th.
So no progress.
No progress. And he considered out of the matches for the whole entire matches, considered I think above 58 goals in Leeds United.
But when he came to Chelsea, he pushed us. He pushed us from 4th to 4th. Eh? Is it 4th to 4th or 3rd to 4th? I don't know.
I think it was 4th because we had the transfer ban. So I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Sarri left the squad on 3rd. No, Sarri left us in 3rd.
3rd, yeah.
But finished us in 4th.
Yes, from 3rd to 4th. Yeah, that's true. But we didn't have. We couldn't buy anybody.
He's the first manager under Roman Abramovich era that did not win a trophy before he gets sacked. Yeah. He's the first manager.
He's also the first manager under Roman that worked under a transfer ban.
Yeah, that's true though. Because Lampard won over the fans. He won over the fans, man. Yeah. They adore the excitement, the happiness around the boss around the field. Like, hey, this thing is disaster waiting to happen. No, Lampard, why do you take this job? Why you take this job? You should have tell Roman you reject this job that you want to learn.
He's $8 million euros richer, man. Waiting.
Blue eyes. Chelsea is a big entity. It's big. Chelsea big. You yourself, you know the structure of the club we support. Yeah. Chelsea big. This is not a big club. Not big club. Before you become a big club, they have to before you take over Chelsea. I credit to this is Tuchel face. This is his face and his body language.
Mm-hmm.
The man don't put on weight. Tuchel we don't get weight before.
Yeah, not true.
He don't put on weight. His body puts to his chest like this is not Tuchel, man. Tuchel of last season, you see him smiling, gisting, playing around, talking to people about tactics. Today, this year, he looked very serious, like someone that means business. Very serious. So it's something is different from Tuchel this season. That's what I said. Being a Chelsea manager is tough because the expectation on you have to deliver. That's why I said Lampard was a disaster to happen because Chelsea both set him up to fail. He knows himself that Chelsea is already a club about winning. You have the touch of winning. He even said in his press conference, Chelsea is a club that deserves to win because they are a club of winning. So we have to go there and show how good of a player we are by winning. And I asked him, how do you want to play Golo Kante? And he said, don't worry, everybody. I have a plan for Kante. Lord in heaven, bro. When Conte played under Lampard, Kante almost get injured for the entire season.
See,
I almost feel bad and cry for Kante. I'm like, what's this? Lampard, you're winning this man life. What's all this, man? What's this? It will be this. So many things under Lampard happen, man. So many things, so many. We are the one that drive Lampard. It's not even the board. The board is not driving. We the fans that drive him out. The people that was supporting him that give him time. They didn't give him time because the process. They were the one that even tell Lampard to go.
Imagine.
The one to save his future should go.
Yeah. Oh mind.
So that for me, Lampard era when he was a manager was too toxic for me, man. Something I can't even live with.
Yeah, I know.
Olusegun Lampard, I can't live with it. Nice. You know how much Lampard we suffer.
Well, we suffer. If you look at us now and you can remember us then, you know we have really gone through a lot of problems, man.
A lot. Tuchel to try to fix the problem.
Right now, Tuchel is going through. He's putting us through therapy.
All along. The man don't get future don't get weight. I don't even now today I see him say, oh, what's happened? Future get weight too. What's happened?
No, I thought he looked very stressful. He looks stressed.
Yeah, he looked very scared. I don't know what happened.
It's not easy trying to balance $100 million acquisition, my brother, man.
Blue Eyes. Chelsea is a big club. And you have we have Kai Havertz on the high wages.
But what's going on with your boy Kai Havertz, man? Now, wow.
Like I told you guys already, it doesn't pick until November. I told you.
Okay, no.
It won't pick until November. Watch Havertz next month.
So keep him on the bench for the next couple of games? What do you think?
Of course. But we don't have a striker. If you do that, you don't have a striker. So you have to keep playing him. He will come back to form. I thought he will come back to form. I don't have an issue with it. He will come back to form. But he picks up around November. That's when he picks up very well.
So next month.
Next month. You see him scoring goals, assisting, playing his football and enjoying his life.
Enjoying his life.
That's what's Kai Havertz last season.
Enjoying his life. Yeah, like the I don't care attitude. I know. That's how he plays ball. I don't care.
Last season, watch him. Do you know what he was doing last season?
Yeah.
In November, when November started, Kai Havertz was banging in goals, making assists. I was like, am I saying something different about this guy?
Today he couldn't just find his feet, man.
Yeah, it looked different. Kai Havertz looked very different. It looked different than the player we knew of last season. It looked very different.
I think Kai Havertz will function well, like we said yesterday, 4-2-3-1.
Oh, 4-2-2.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
At the supporting striker.
Exactly. Abdullah, we'll connect now. All right, man. We'll take care.
All right now.
Yeah, take them easy. All right, bye.
All right, everybody, peace. Everybody, peace, guy.